PARIVISION, the panel definitely went over the fact that AVULUS, I mean, they were pretty hot. Round TI, post TI. Unfortunately, that's a bad time to be on the up. Because now, in the once we start getting to the important part of the season, which will allow you to qualify for the next round of big tournaments for ESL 1 Raleigh, for Riyadh, for TI. AVULUS has been kinda on the down, so unfortunately for them, they are coming into this matchup, the underdogs.
Sorry, I'm trying to read all this chat. That was a long monologue.
We're just getting a bit of server lag, so
yeah,
looks like
there might be a remake on the menu here.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have a remake, so you know.
You are correct though. I think AVULUS peaked at the wrong time.
They did.
That's a unfortunate attribute that has been the quality of a lot of teams throughout Dota's history, right? You got to be good at the right time, so it counts for the most.
Yeah, this last TI, they were one of the scrim partners of Liquid during that break period going into the big finals, and they were beating Liquid in those games.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I used to spar with this guy back in the day, and oh, it's Mike Tyson. That's, that's nice. Some guys go on to greatness, and others miss their window. Or do they? The story for AVULUS is not over yet, Austin.
That is true. They still have plenty of time. So
and since we have a little bit of a pause here, why don't you tell the audience the great story you were telling me earlier?
You just made that up.
No, it was a great story, guys.
No great story.
Tell them the story, man. That was a great story.
Yeah, okay.
They're anxious to hear it.
Can you give me some I have clearly forgotten about this story. So
dude,
can
you remembered it so well.
Details?
You told it so, Austin. The people want to hear the.
Just give me a little bit of seeding to help me jog my memory.
Want to hear your story, Austin. So just lay it out there. There's no need to be afraid.
Well, I can tell the audience the story you were telling me in the break room.
About my uncle? That one?
Yeah, about your uncle. Of course.
Looks like we have a remake here, Austin. I don't know if we have time to tell that story.
We do need your uncle who was a Green Beret.
Okay, I actually thought of this story yesterday. What game were we casting? It was the Game and Liquid game, right? Between Game and Gladiators and Liquid.
Okay, yeah.
I was talking about how they shouldn't go in the river versus Gaming.
Yes.
That's Gamin's strong suit. Back on the I've never told this live. I don't know how the story is. Back on the really old EG, when it was Sumail playing, we used to play against Fada. Okay. We had a rule.
Yeah.
It's called Fada in the Wada. You don't contest this guy in the river because Fada would always guess the rune 50-50. No matter what.
he just
I
always
remember
knew.
we played this guy like 10 times in a row, and Sumail would go for the 50-50 rune. He would lose it every single time.
Yeah.
And that's where the rule came from. Fada in the Wada. Fada in the Wada is the strongest player to maybe ever play Dota 2.
Yeah.
He got that 50-50 100% of the time. Coincidence? Or fate, Austin?
I mean, apparently that didn't work out well enough for him. Here's the password.
Am I in the lobby? What is that?
I think it might be a different password, so. We are resetting up the lobby, so we should be able to get in there soon, so.
Anyway, that was not a very long story, but I hope it was a humorous one.
Fada in the water.
It's a good saying, right? It's a good saying. I don't know if he's ever even heard about that. I mean, he could be watching right now. And he's probably mad. Like, what is that? In his German accent. What does that mean?
You don't want to try and do it.
I'm not going to say that's not the type of story time this is. I thought it was humorous, though. I don't think I've ever seen Sumail as mad as he was playing against Fada.
Oh, was it on that... What team was that when you were playing with Sumail?
It was EG.
You're talking about
when I was coaching
way
him.
back
in the day.
back
in the day.
When you were coaching EG.
I don't even remember what team Fada was on at that point. But it was... I mean, to give Sumail credit, he did win that rune every single time. It was absurd.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the guy was hacking or something.
I could definitely see Sumail, of all people, being very mad about that.
Yeah, Fada in the Wada. Don't mess with the guy. It's a good one. I wonder how many other versions of that exist in the Dota universe that we never hear about.
Yeah.
Like, could be Insania in the Draenei. I don't know, man. It could be a lot of things, I know Insania listens to these, so I'm just going to throw him under the bus.
Yeah, well, we can try and come up with some on the spot.
AUI with the DUI. This is not a good story time anymore. We need to put the camera back in the game.
The improv is not working so well.
I mean, I should not be held fault for what my brain thinks up.
I mean, it's just rhymes. What can you do?
Yeah, that was a good one though. He probably didn't like that one, but you know.
All right, unfortunately,
talking about Spirit Breaker. I'm talking about driving in the game.
Right. Yeah. He just doesn't go in a straight line.
Okay, well, you come up with one if it's so easy.
What players do we have in this game? Stormer?
I don't know if you want. I don't know if you want to take that one. That was probably the hardest one.
Who else is in this game? Stu Collis. I can't think of anything.
You really picked up tough ones, huh? I mean, not so easy, huh?
Half these guys have their pub
not so
names,
easy.
so you know.
Okay,
like
easy one.
Somebody at AVULUS has the pub name.
DM's an easy one.
With Toilet Man.
Well,
it's the Skibbity Toilet.
Maybe that's his nickname, you know?
I guess so.
You're just too old, Austin. That's your problem, man. You got to lighten up.
Saved from Toilet times. By Seneko is what his profile says.
That's a pretty good one, to be honest.
With various other names like Giant Short-Faced Bear.
Generic Human
Hater. One that we're not going to say on stream. Proud Fridge Owner. Don't know what that means either.
Dota players and their nicknames, dude.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah, or something else.
I never ascribed to that nonsense. I was a man of culture and discipline.
Yeah. You never changed your name to something else.
Well, I did, but not to Generic Human Hater. Like, what even is that? Even I think when I was 16 in emo, I went to name that.
You want to tell the audience the story behind your change to LOA?
No, I don't.
Why not?
It's a personal decision, and it will remain so.
You once told me that only one person has ever guessed what LOA stood for.
Well, I also pseudo told him.
And it was Jack, right?
No, it was not Jack. You would think Jack was going to guess that, of all people? Jack can't guess where his socks are in the morning. Let alone something like that. There's no... Why would you pick him, of all people?
Because I thought you were very close friends. You were on the team together?
I'm not going to tell Jack.
Okay, so who did guess it?
Yawar.
Because
me and Yawar have that mental connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and you never had. It was another level.
Okay. All right.
We just got each other, dude. Some players just click, you know?
And he is the only person who has ever guessed what LOA stood for.
Yes.
Nobody has ever randomly guessed it? No fan?
No.
None of us talent?
Nope.
All right. If you guys could at SVG
No, we don't
Dota
need to do that. I don't check that, number one. We don't need to go there.
And guess what you think LOA stands for, and it's not Lord of Avernus, which I know a billion people have written in chat.
Why would I just name... That is like the stupidest suggestion. Why would I just name myself after a Dota name?
I mean, maybe you were an old school Dota 1 player. You were playing 5-position Abaddon.
So you're telling me Puppy's just going to rename himself Bat Rider? You're just going to have to start calling this guy Bat Rider?
No, that was a Dota 1 name. So you would take a Dota 1 name like they were doing with the Dota 1.
What was Bat's Dota 1
shout out to
name?
Purge, didn't win the competition somehow, despite knowing every single one of the names.
Kevin really got screwed in that one.
I also knew all of them. Did you know all of them?
All except the Arc Warden, because I stopped playing Dota after...
Yeah, that's fair.
I actually never saw that model.
Yeah. That hero was...
but I knew what the model was.
Most people had already moved over.
It was the little electric cobalt goblin thing.
Yeah. He threw a big lightning
Yeah, he had the chain lightning. That's where the... Or he had the little lightning sphere on the end of the chain mace. I don't know what you call that thing. It was a chain mace. It was a lightning mace. And he'd fling it.
Oh, no. I was just about to throw it into the game. But unfortunately, guys,
we actually have time.
We're getting server lag again.
Yeah, we have some time. So, Austin, tell the audience your big story that was a really entertaining story. It was really good. Yeah, come on, guys. Cheer him on. He needs a little help.
He's just lying.
No, it was really... I'm not lying. Why are you hiding this?
We sit in the break room in silence most of the time.
That's not true. Well,
we don't talk to each other.
That's not true.
Outside of the broadcast. Oh, hey, we're actually...
Oh, look at that.
We're going?
I guess we don't have time for your story, Austin. That's unlucky. Maybe there's another big pause in the middle. That's okay. I'll bring it up next time.
Okay, they said they're going to try it and see Somebody thought that once the runes spawn, the lag will maybe go away.
That doesn't make any
We're getting
sense.
some
but
sort of
okay.
server lag. Yeah, I
I don't know what that theory is.
That
Who
is
said that one?
that is DM's theory. If near runes lag.
That's like something I'd say just to get people to play.
Oh, I think he's saying if we get to when the runes spawn and it's still lagging, let's remake again.
30 seconds.
So hopefully it clears up. We're gonna have a smoke from PARIVISION.
I'm lagging, guys.
I'm lagging, guys. Oh, let's just see if it works out. 5-man late smoke.
That's the old classic, like fake the phone call disruption. I'm breaking up on the other line. Can't hear you.
Go to the tunnel. Well, they're not actually going to get first blood.
That was like the
out of
lamest
it.
smoke of all. Where'd they even go?
They didn't go onto the enemy side of the river.
They didn't do anything.
Surprise! That tree was actually a Monkey King.
They smoked on themselves because they split up. What was that?
He's going to die for it.
What? That might have been the worst pre-rune smoke I've ever seen in my life. They
were lagging. They were lagging,
They
man.
split up to all 4 runes and just ran in on all 4.
And they didn't even get 3 of them.
Yeah, they didn't even win
They
their
still got a
runes.
2-2 split.
What? That was bizarre. Maybe they are lagging.
Brain lag.
A lag of the mind.
All right, we could actually talk about the game since it seems like the server
tri-lane
lag
action.
is cleared up. We are going to get a bit of tri-lane.
Satanic with the
Eki.
royal treatment. They want revenge. They're like, get him, guys. He's lagging. Run him down.
They can't even kill him. They've tri-lined for nothing.
Oh,
The lane has already been pulled back.
Denied.
They don't get a kill. All right, Enchantress is out of here. He's deeping up to top lane. Back to the 2-2 split.
just gonna be one of those games.
Wait,
huh?
now this is gonna. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're trying to get the right
we're trying
support.
to force the sub matchup.
Right.
But
Which
is
is
it that important here?
the Enchantress wants to be against the Elder Titan because she has a dispel against the
Yeah.
Spirit, right?
But the thing
Is
is,
the idea.
I don't think ET in this offlane does anything. So whenever I used to play this hero, the biggest thing is the ET in the offlane is just really bad because he can't chase you down. And a lot of times his matchups into the range carries especially aren't that great.
Yeah,
like here, he's not fighting this, so
No, he's actually going to die with the sidestep. Arrows. Oh, that third arrow didn't land. It was just outside of the range. Satanic will be cleared of some of the harassment from Zibe. The Neuphonic Shield.
I guess the question is, does putting Bat in the safe lane give Eki a better game or maybe Smiling Knight a better game? But I'm not 100% sure on that either because I don't think Bat... I think Bat fights the Enchantress better, but I don't think it's a completely one-sided thing either.
Oh, the Monkey King bug is back.
Well, that's a classic.
Yeah, because it's Batrider versus Beastmaster, which I've seen you just give a lot of charges to Beastmaster and he spams axes.
I also don't think you can really all-in the Enchantress with a Medusa. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Kind of an awkward position for Seneko, but he will make the most of it here. I mean, his having a good game is probably not the most vital to Avulus' game plan here.
Well, with Gorgon's Grass, they are going to try and all in on 9 class, but he got level 2. He gets off the heal. Now he turns around and kills Eki. So, you were right.
Yeah, I mean, especially level 1 Bat. That was very ambitious. He had Fairy Fire as well. That was not really close. Bat killed to give away as still level 1. You're going to have to TB back. In theory, PARIVISION can now force the lane matchup they want. But even doing that nowadays with the gate is kind of meaningless.
Yeah.
Okay, well, interesting start to a game.
What was the strengths for you of Avulus, a month or two before when they were looking pretty good? And what do you think has changed since then? Do you think they're playing worse? Do you think the meta is less favorable for them? Seneko commits to be able to get the Lotus, almost dies for it. Didn't even get the Lotus.
I think they were all just playing pretty well. I mean, you go through periods of boom and bust, so to say. I think Stormstormer was really executing well in the mid lane, which was giving them a really strong player to play around with some tempo. I think the heroes were suiting him well. I think the meta was decent, and I think the meta shifted away from them a bit. Like, it's slowed down. It's become more with some of these toxic heroes, you know, like these Lycans and stuff, which I haven't seen them use as well.
They were a faster paced team, right?
Yeah, I think they were just more of like a skirmisher team fighting team more than a map team, if that makes sense. And I think this meta shifted a lot towards how do you play the map, right? Which is, I think, the factor that makes Tundra so successful.
Yes, for sure.
I think it's the reason we're seeing Spirit do so well. On top of that, I think they're a really good map team, especially from behind. They know how to play the sides, take the fights when they want to. I think AVULUS is more just like a faster pace. They just want to skirmish. They want to out-team fight you. They want to out-spellcast you. And when teams just dodge you and shove your lanes in with wolves and stuff, you never get that chance. I don't think it suits their strengths 100%.
Yeah.
So maybe they can adapt, figure some of that out here. And I think they're a cool team to watch when they're firing on all cylinders because they play some fast Dota. And I mean, Stormstormer's a exciting mid-player watch when he's cooking.
Did your best.
That's for sure. Anyway, it looks like we have a bit of a break here, Austin. So time to whip that story out. Everyone's waiting for.
There's still no story. Takala says today patch everything lag.
That's a very optimistic
Why
way
are
of
people
looking at it.
all hot and bothered that there is going to be a patch happening? Don't we see the staging happen for like weeks?
There is no patch. I don't know where this came from. There's no patch.
Yeah, your insider at Valve told you there is no patch?
No, my gut read of the situation is there is no patch.
Okay. I do find it funny that 9 class tips Seneko. Everyone tipped 9 class back.
4.
9 class and Seneko would be the 2 players in this game who have had, let's say, out-of-game issues with other players. So it would not surprise me if they have beef between each other.
Are you trying to stir up some beef, or are you saying you've heard some unconfirmed rumors?
Yeah, I'm saying I heard they hate each other.
Don't be mad.
Okay. Would you like to elaborate?
Don't
No.
be mad.
Okay.
Leave it at that.
Another classic meme.
That's what my gut tells me anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just steal other people's memes. That's a really good philosophy.
That's been most of my casting.
Yeah, it's noticeable.
Steal other people's stuff.
It's really noticeable. Owen complains all the time.
You know what was funny is all the way back in Heroes of New Earth, when I started casting there, people would say that I was trying to cast like Breaky because I was, quote, yelling during team fights.
Yeah.
People thought that if you yelled during a team fight, you were trying to be Breaky.
It turns out you were just
And then
American.
in Dota, it was... yeah, but I mean, you're not wrong about that. Americans being loud.
Yeah, they're so loud. My God. You don't notice it when you live in America because that's all you're surrounded with. You think that's normal? That's a normal human speech pattern.
You just get hearing damage and everything seems
And
normal.
then you travel abroad with Slacks and you realize, my God, what a travesty.
There are 100 people in this building, and I can hear Slacks in every corner of them.
It seems everyone in this hotel lobby is looking in a certain direction. It's either a weather calamity or Slacks has arrived. Is there a hurricane?
It's the giant 6'5" man. Hello!
That was not even close to his volume.
I mean, I'm trying not to blow out the speakers.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it. Well, we're back in the game. Austin, unfortunately, did not have time to tell his tremendous
It was
story.
close. It was close.
I have to save for the next one.
Story's coming, I'm sure.
I have no clue what's happening in this game, and I doubt the players do either. DM lost his camera. Something else happened. There's some beef or something. The lanes are getting swapped on.
Radiant are
Who knows what's happening? No one looks pissed, man.
Yeah, no one did a little bit of jungling because I guess this matchup at some point, it's favorable to just leave the lane, push it in.
Down again. He tried for the man up. It gets 2v1. And that's no TP on that Bat Rider. Oof.
I mean, at this rate, it might just end up being that AVULUS can't get anything going because their lanes don't go well enough.
Stormstormer trying to finish off 9 class, get some revenge. He'll get it there. All right, the Bat did have TP up. Man, these pauses are just completely warping my sense of time. Oh, DM does get a camera back on his phone. That's nice. Little vertical action. That's kind of embarrassing, but we'll take it. Seneko loses his courier to an Abat.
I can feel your disapproval.
Come on, like what? What is that? How do you lose your courier to safe lane 5 a bad? Like, what? Oh, they're adjusting the camera in real time. That's pretty cool. Ooh.
Trying to go for some boar kills. Gets one of them. A
Radiant's
little bit of
middle
extra
tower
experience.
is under
Network
attack.
seems pretty even.
Yeah, Stormstormer.
Nobody's doing too badly. Looks like
Having a
DM's
very
doing the
good-
worst, but he's got a creep wave pushing in.
Monkey
Stormstormer
going bottom.
making his way across the map.
Making his
Hopping
way
through
downtown.
the trees, going to Satanic. And do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Satanic is dead, but it might still be good.
Oh, he didn't heal anything because they glyphed.
Yeah, they
Got
gloved
him.
it. The Drow Ranger was already dead, so he hit absolutely nothing.
AVULUS strike for what?
Healed for nothing. No one with the Aphotic Shield. Standing and fighting. Sineko slowed down by the enchant, so they should be able to get that 2 for 1.
What a
There's
disaster.
the exchange. Fantastic trade-off for PARIVISION.
I mean, that should have been an amazing fight for Stormstormer. And, I mean, you could say he either whiffed the strike or the heads-up glyph from PARIVISION outplayed him. Bit of both.
Yeah, who activated that glyph?
That was
That's
sick.
what we need to know.
That was absolutely sick, because he should have full healed there, guaranteed. He was playing for it. Instead, you get a lot of experience going into the Storm Spirit. No one taking the top pole position here. Reversing a lot of that momentum.
And the double melee matchup, if they'd won that fight, gotten more out of it, maybe they could have had an experience lead, you know, a level 5 Pango, puts more pressure on the Drow, but instead they're just dealing with constant frost arrows, pushing them out of lane. Zibe has to use the shield crash to try and get some distance here, being dove well past
Centaur
the tower.
is coming. Oh,
AVULUS, no response to this whatsoever. They just get the free dive. Sineko tries to come in from behind, but it's 1 versus 3. Are they going to give up the Wisdom Rune too? Where's the rest of the team? No one kills Eki. They give up the Wisdom Rune. They don't steal a Wisdom Rune of their own. Just totally falling apart.
Bottom tower is under attack.
no, it's not that bad, but yeah, that was a pretty bad sequence.
What? They gave up 2 kills, 2 Wisdom Runes
I mean, the monkey's
on
free
a
farming.
dive behind the tower that lasted like 45
The
seconds.
Deuce is free farming. You know, they got 2 free farm lanes with solo XP. Yeah, they were just fighting way too deep here. Eki has not gotten the best of these early exchanges at all.
And now Stormstormer.
Dire
Yeah, he's good,
are
he's good.
scanning.
Still looking to put the aggression in on this Drow lane, which is not a bad idea. Fighting this hero early is really good because you deny him the XP no matter what. And he's not that strong. It's
And
just
with the
not worked
stop,
out so
follow
far.
up, shield crash. He is surrounded. Satanic
he's dead.
again will fall. This time around,
Did
PARIVISION
a lot of
are
damage,
not bringing
though.
the heroes right away. Does manage to get the kill on Eki before he falls. And Zibe takes the lot. Stormstormer finally arrives. Will be able to take the kill on College. Now,
smoked.
accidentally smoked, but the Storm is still going to zip in. Goes for Sineko. Stop. Not going to happen. No one interrupts that one. Used most of his mana to get that kill. Stormstormer does not want to stick around, though, because he's got the 8-minute power rune on his mind.
This game is incredibly chaotic.
That does seem to be the name of the game right now.
Oh, Lord, that Centaur's coming.
And no one's going to slow him down. Got him with the blood grenade. And here comes the Centaur.
Boom.
Is under attack.
Dude, this Centaur's doing work right now. This Centaur's landing more stomps than I've seen some actual Centaurs land.
They're running it back.
Yeah, just no other choice.
AVULUS are saying, like, we must break them in this safe lane.
I mean, it's the best point of attack because this Drow's still a liability. And every time you fight on him, it should feel good, right? That's what your monkey's designed to do. But you are committing a lot in these plays, and you're not really building a lead off of it.
Had a shield rune and everything for the Monkey King, but they
It can
lost
get
confidence in the
dispelled,
move.
so that's not
Yeah, that's true.
not guaranteed here.
It is level 6 Enchantress.
Yeah, the support battle has definitely gone PARIVISION's way. I mean, Eki has just been
Radiant's bottom
completely
tower
shut
is
down
under
here.
attack.
Yeah, man has made the call that he's just going to recover in the jungle.
It's level 4. Yes.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Yeah,
fallen.
he's gonna have to do some jungling, pick up something here. He needs some experience.
They do get the tower advantage. They take over that safe lane, they finish off that tower, and Smiling Knight is still holding his own. So that is something for AVULUS, and that tower advantage will give them a slight net worth advantage.
It feels like they could have been up a lot more, though. If this early game had gone a lot smoother, the Monkey King didn't die bottom, they were a bit more successful in some of those ganks. That tower died a minute sooner. I think AVULUS could be up 2 or 3K right now. So I think PARIVISION are quite comfortable with their position. Especially if they start getting some runes for this storm. They're going to get the top one. Illusion, not the best, but he'll take it. And this helm is starting to get built up pretty fast here for DM. If he can get this top tier 1 gone, swing behind that tier 1 mid, the classic move, he'll be super happy. Centaur on Centaur action. You hate to see it, but...
The inner jungle violence. 9 to 5. And mid tower pressured heavily. I don't know if AVULUS can really stop it. No one is level 9 with an aphotic shield behind him at all times. It's going to have to be a really good Rolling Thunder. And even then, how does he get that if the Beastmaster is here ready to go with the Roar? They're bringing all their heroes. Okay, they're going to bring all 5. Creeps. The creeps are just going to finish off the tower. They have to go now. Ziba's going to try for it. There goes that Roar. They're trying to get out. No one has plenty of mana to zip away. No one. DM, he may not be so lucky, though. He is hit by the Rolling Thunder multiple times. Wukong's command goes out. Stunned underneath it by the Boundless Strike. They finish him off. No one was able to zip down river and keep his distance. Trade core for support. Get the mid tower. I feel like that's not too bad for PARIVISION.
I mean, once more, Eki is the real sufferer here. Still level 4 on the Bat Rider. That is very sad for him. And that tower was probably going to go down no matter what. So I guess if you're AVULUS, you're happy you got something out of that exchange. You got a couple of creeps.
Ooh, Stormstormer, nice rotation. If they can blow up Satanic fast enough, they've got him.
Okay, so Stormstormer finally connects on one of these Monkey to Drow Ranger plays. And it ends smoothly. That's a big win for him. The defusal already done. You can start to build a lot of momentum
Knight, this is really bold. When you just showed on the other side of the map, and you don't have Stone Gaze. TPs are coming in, but the Deuce has already lost his mana. He's lost his life. Yeah, that was way too greedy to try and hold that safe lane tower.
Roasted Snake.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Make some boots out of him.
Helm of the Overlord. Progressing nicely here as on the other side, Stormstormer takes the power rune. It's an amp damage. He's looking for some smoke action, but you have very limited stuns for this storm. I mean, they want the Beastmaster again. Like, that's your biggest target on the map. Every time you can kill DM, you're super happy. They will get an option to do just that here.
DM still has his Roar. See if that extra movement speed can get him away in time. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, though. No Roar to stop the ball. Another Aphotic Shield, but Stormstormer. He certainly has the damage, and Zibe has the disables.
All right, it's a big kill. You really had to slow down this Beastmaster a little bit. Every time you do that, you're very happy. You skew the game back towards your Medusa and away from PARIVISION's push timing. Still looking a little spooky with how much no one's gotten here, though, and how little control they have for the storm. He's just so big. He's going to have an Abaddon behind him who can bail him out, even if you build something like an Orchid.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think
he's just going in mid? Like, he's just
Orchid?
Already starting to build the pressure right now, forcing reactions.
Gets a TP out of Stormstormer.
I don't think you can build Orchid here. Maybe, I don't know. I think in another patch you would have seen the Gleipnir Monkey King, but I don't think we're going to see that here. I think it's just going to be carry items out of the side of AVULUS and hope you can lasso him at some point. Hit him with the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah.
Stomp.
Because even if you could get those items at a decent timing, you're up against an Abaddon, so you don't even know if a Gleipnir or an Orchid is going to be successful.
Yeah, there's no way you can rely on it here. No one should have a very free game. 5-0. He's already cruising. He just wants some runes and a couple of kills here. He'll be off to the races. Looking for the 14-minute. Oh, that is
Arcane Rune. That's a big one.
Oh, that's juicy right there. Thought I would have gotten that one for sure.
Did you like the Drow pickup, by the way?
I mean, he doesn't have their Arcana, so that's a little weird.
Okay.
It's a Medusa counter, right? It's kind of how Satanic thinks. Like, what are you going to carry this game with? I'll carry it with Drow, and you give him Drow. I don't think it's much more complicated than that.
Okay. I just felt like with draft-wise, AVULUS already had a lot of heroes that can get on top of Drow Ranger.
Yeah, I don't think it's the greatest Drow game. It's just his job is to make sure they can go late versus Dusa. That's it.
Okay.
Which he does do. But yeah, it's a mixed pick. I feel like Drow is just always this hero that it really comes down to the player playing it, honestly, more than I think the draft. You know, like try and think back to all the games you've seen this hero be successful. To me, it wasn't because it was a good Drow game. It was just because Yatoro was playing it or something. And you make good moves, you position well in the fight, and it's a ranged DPSer, you know?
I actually can't remember too many times a Drow Ranger being successful, to be honest. Long zip over, no one finds Eki. Farming up the top part of the jungle because of a very aggressive ward they've got up here. He assumes there's a ward on the high ground, but PARIVISION a little bit more clever than that.
Oh, this blink for the Bat Rider continues to get delayed, which is not good for AVULUS because they don't have a lot of their playmaking here. And the Helm of the Overlord is done, so this game can really start speeding up now for PARIVISION if they want to start barreling through objectives or grouping up at all. That is wide open to them, and they're looking for another power rune for the Storm. Tifado would have gotten that one too.
He would have been top. That's okay. PARIVISION have total control of the mid part of the map. Have both power runes under control. AVULUS are just putting themselves in a corner here.
Yeah, they're banking on scale between the Dusa and the Monkey.
Do you believe in that, considering the fact that there is a Drow Ranger counter to the Dusa?
I mean, they can scale for a while. I don't think it looks too bad. I just worry about the Storm being out of control, especially if PARIVISION get an Aegis or two here in the next two Roshans, which I think looks pretty likely. With the fact Beastmaster can just go in there and do it, and it's pretty hard to stop that unless you make some crazily timed smoke.
Yeah, look how scared AVULUS has to be of this Storm Spirit. They are like constantly farming 2 or 3 heroes near each other.
Yeah, they definitely do
Nobody's
not feel
alone
good on the map right now.
Well, nobody outside of Stormer, anyway.
I mean, he's just farming BKB, though. So this is also a mixed bag, right? Your Monkey is getting a very strong item for the 5-on-5, but not an item that helps you play the map or deal with the Storm in any capacity. And if you're building for the 5v5 and you don't contest the Roshans, you're going to feel extra bad. I mean, if I'm PARIVISION, I just want to do this Rosh as soon as I feel confident enough to go in there and do it. Maybe Drow Eggs gives you that. Maybe it's the next item on no one.
Or maybe it's just an opportunity-based thing, a 4-man smoke up.
Sure.
They get the right kind of kill here.
No one leading the charge.
Already the Aphotic Shield on him.
Got Royal Jelly ready to go.
They're going to push up to top to their wards. They will not find anything.
I mean, this is where you just go in the pit. Like, I don't like this lingering around. You make a smoke play, you don't find. I mean, they found the bat. Okay. I mean, at this point, it's just, yeah. I don't know. You're just gonna die on this Bat Rider no matter what, apparently. But this is where you just should swing into that Roche pit. Like, I think it could have been a bit faster here. Well, DM found a haste rune. That'll help the situation.
Certainly will.
They're still hesitating though. I don't think you're afraid of this Roche fight. I really don't think you are. I mean, the best thing for AVULUS is they get a Wukong around the pit, but that BKB for the Monkey's not done.
Yeah, it would be very hard for them to get into that position. Hard to get a good invasion against Stone Gaze, so they finally have the confidence to come in. AVULUS is going to be here a bit too late. The Spirit's going to come in, but it's too late to hit a good stomp. They're already out of the pit.
And now, do you want to take this fight into the Aegis? Probably not. You just were a little too slow on these item times between the BKB on the Monkey and the Diffusal for Smiling Knight, so gotta look for something else here. You do have a ward on the bat, and you finished the Blink Dagger. Wasn't the prettiest victory, but you got there in the end. High ground obs. Really good ward here if you can use it.
What a difference, just, you know, a better laning phase would have been. They're still going to go for it. What a hit from Zipping with the follow-up, bound the strike, and stomp on 3. A beautiful combination from AVULUS.
What was that?
Can they get him on the Gorgon's Grass? It roots him. Perfect timing from Smiling Knight. That was just gorgeous. Now, they're still going to lose some heroes on the onset here as PARIVISION do strike back with Satanic on the edges, putting a little damage in. Boundless Strike on top of DM. DM's not an easy kill.
Oh, that's
it's not that easy. The lifesteal, maybe it can help him battle through. It's not good enough. Misjudging the fight, giving PARIVISION an extra kill.
That Drow had to finish Dags there. A lot of extra damage. Man, what a team fight, though. The way they lined that up, that was beautiful.
I mean,
Killed
even hitting
Storm
the
twice.
stomp
Easy.
after Abaddon hits his ultimate.
Yeah, you cannot ask for anything better here. 3-man Boundless Strike, roll through on 3, sleep after the Abaddon ult. Gorgon Grasp, instant on the Storm respawn in a Wukong. I mean, you're not going to get anything better than that, and you still kind of drew even.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine at this point. But then the fact that Stormstormer goes back in, he dies. Well, AVULUS could show that they could do a lot in a choke point. Don't know how many times you're going to be able to make that initiation again. And, because the Aphotic Shield went off, and then they hit the Boundless Strike right as the Aphotic Shield hit the Storm Spirit. So they were able to chain some stuns against the Abaddon that normally you won't be able to do.
We'll get a shard, though. Okay, not the best, but what can you do? I have to keep ramping up the damage here if you're AVULUS. Any amount of disable or damage you can get is going to feel great here. But I don't know, this position looks pretty solid for PARIVISION. Like, the Drow is able to join fights now, can contribute in a big way. Is a big problem in the team fight if you don't gap closer with the Monkey or the Pango. PARIVISION can always go back for BKBs on all of their cores too. They're not feeling too pressured, I think, to go for fast ones on the Drow or the Storm. It's Hurricane Pike for Satan. I mean, he's big now, man. He's hitting a really good timing here.
Stupendous.
And he has auras to back him up. Snako, you are dead, my friend.
He breaks the smoke. A 5 position, dying for it. Not the worst outcome for AVULUS,
Another
but
Arcane Rune for the Storm, though.
Radiant's bottom
still
tower
puts the PARIVISION in the driver's seat to make moves happen.
This lead is going to start to build now if you don't take the fight as AVULUS. This is the part in the game where PARIVISION can take over the lanes, take over a lot of the map. The Beast will take towers solo if you just leave him alone.
Because you're going to get picked off if you don't fight them, right? Like, if you try and split the map, you've got a Beastmaster with Blink Dagger and a Storm Spirit.
Also, you finish this BKB on the Monkey. Stormstormer committed for it. You want to fight with this item. You want to get something going. They're smoking, looking for the Beast, jump straight into him.
Can they get the Rolling Thunder and hit in time? They will. Big pickup, and the Batrider found an initiation. It's a lasso onto an Enchantress. Okay, it's just the support.
2 for 1. Not bad, honestly.
And immediately
he gets
hopping
invade.
over to the mid tower, finally finishing that up. 23 minutes, the mid tier 1 finally falls.
Oh, that's a solid move. Especially if you can get some vision or D-wards off of this as well. Then you're going to have places to go back to. You get to steal some camps.
middle tower
Very
is under
efficient
attack.
move. Very good for Smiling Knight, and didn't even have to use the BKB on the Monkey King, so you have to hold on to that as well.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
And you're going to get
is
another
under
tier
attack.
1.
Yeah,
so,
if Smiling
okay.
Knight can get to Butterfly, then they're going to, jump from one timing to another where they'll feel pretty good about things. Eki, not so much.
Radiant's top tower
His woes
is under
continue.
attack.
9th death for the Batrider here as Arcane Storm will put him in the dirt.
Yeah, no one has 16 galvanized stacks. A large part of that being Batrider death.
He's a big mana boy. They are close to the Butterfly on the Medusa, though. He's going to have it here in one more wave.
Yeah, he gets that.
And he has Grove Bow. He rolled good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Is there any other item? I mean, Lotus seems pretty far away. Scotty seems pretty far away for Stormstormer. PARIVISION, they're going to hit their own window of BKBs soon. DM, he's going to get his. No one, he's going to have his in just a minute or two. And Satanic is a bit farther away, but he wants to build a Shadowblade, actually, first, before BKB. Which he's kind of close to that as well. So AVULUS better make something happen right now before the BKBs come in. Once the BKBs hit, then I'm not sure if they win these team fights anymore. Found Found an opening. Immediate BKB, Wukong's command. They're all outside of it. The lasso finally hits onto the Enchantress again. A pick off on a support. Stormstormer underneath his Wukong's command. He's fighting for his life over here. No one made the jump, and PARIVISION tried to follow it up with the Drow Ranger. He's still a little bit low. I bound the strike to jump away. No one expended a good amount of mana there, but he still has a shield rune. He goes in on a Smiling Knight. Smiling Knight about half of his mana pool right now. Turns back around with the Earth Splitter, throws a couple of shots out, but it's Satanic who just keeps on marching forward. Zibe finally going to challenge him here, but they've done enough damage. The Dusa is now dead, and Satanic has taken no damage whatsoever from Zibe. Zibe is forced to just TP out. The rest of AVULUS are going to crumble.
Super well kited from PARIVISION. They just made AVULUS blow all the ults instantly. The monkey jump landed on basically nothing there. He committed a 1 to 3 ults for this Enchantress in the end.
Yeah, that
and then Satanic walks in and says, oh, okay, well, I'll just hit you forever. And no one's doing any damage to him. Pango doesn't do any damage, so...
yeah, all he could do was walk up to the Drow Ranger and take away the marksmanship.
And that did not feel great either, so...
No.
Has fallen.
That is a big whiff for AVULUS here as they were looking for that Medusa butterfly timing to do something. They got nothing out of that. This game is starting to look rough because now that BKB is there for the Storm. He's invincible. Shadowblade's there for the Drow.
He's got 3k HP. He's
you have to lasso him
not
or something.
invincible, but
I think these lassos have to hit bigger targets. I don't think you can lasso and win the fight anymore.
yeah.
It felt like Drow or the Storm because you just have limited stuns. There's not a lot to play around.
He might be able to catch PARIVISION. Oh, they're going to go through the gate, and Monkey King's going to get there too late.
Another move that's just a little awkward and a little too slow. And you got to start thinking about the next Roche here that's going to be on that dire side. Could be a fight into triple BKB depending on how much farm Satanic finds.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, at this point, it almost feels like AVULUS should just try and push this bottom lane to see if they can get PARIVISION out of that top area, because they hold full control of the Roshan pit right now. I don't think they can give up another Roche to the Storm Spirit.
Don't be mad.
That would be very difficult to deal with. You also don't really have any glimmers, so this Storm's pretty free to jump whoever he wants and just punish them solo with the BKB making him invincible. Particularly if it's the Batrider, which has been his #1 choice, it seems, for a lot of the game.
He does finally buy a Glimmer Cape. It's coming out to him now.
Yeah, just finished it. That's the first one here.
But yeah, the support's very poor on the side of AVULUS. 9 class, not so much. He's at 9k net worth. He's got a full-out Hurricane Pike alongside of Drums of Endurance. He has the Shard as well.
Almost level 12. Get it off that camp. Enchantress is going to start dealing some DPS. Can't forget about it. Another very defensive map position for AVULUS. Just been cornered here.
Dire's top tower is under
Looking
attack.
for double Scotty between the Monkey and the Medusa. Amp damage for no one. Another tremendous rune here as he's closing on level 18. Still has all his galvanized stacks. And that'll trigger the smoke here. So this Storm is absolutely terrifying in the next fight. Got a gem on top of it, so that Glimmer cannot save you.
Over here.
And they have to be angling for this Roche. They want to get a fight up in this north corner. Look for some kills into the Roche. Easy transition to close this game out. They can win it. The AVULUS are grouped.
How does AVULUS win this fight? Smoke's going to break on him here. They don't have a good ward to play off of. It's PARIVISION who have the superior ward, and they have Tukalas just sitting on the front lines.
That was so scary for AVULUS. Turns out it was just Abaddon sitting there in the tree line.
Yeah. They're going to wrap around. They have a lane ward, but
See the courier?
really going to be useful.
Okay, they killed that courier. It had a plasma recipe on it.
Are scanning.
But he wouldn't have been able to finish it. They don't exactly know that, though. I think you have to send the spirit in here first because you have no other vision mechanism.
Yeah, they try and scout some things out.
Like, it has to just be the spirit in and then you jump with the monkey or the bat. We'll see the Roche spawn.
And 9 Class is going to say, all right, we're going to do Roshan. You got to come to us.
AVULUS are trying to bait them onto their ward. There's just no way PARIVISION take this. They have the Roche position, so you have to go into them here.
Well, Roche is going to go through the gate, so
That is also true.
PARIVISION.
Everybody got to go bottom now.
Mass TPs for AVULUS.
This does waste that amp damage duration on no one.
I almost wish AVULUS had just kind of tried to catch him on the gate.
Yeah, they could have sent the Spirit and made it really awkward.
I feel like just a straight
look at this,
5-on-5. Maybe they could get here fast enough.
They could cut off DM. They saw him
it
on the
would be
ward.
so big if they could catch him. A hasted monkey's running at him right now. He blinks away deeper into the side of the map. He's now backed up by an Abaddon and a Storm Spirit. No one's going to jump in. Go straight for the Bat Rider. Trying to blow him up nice and quick, and he's got him dead. He zips back to the safety of the rest of his team. A BKB down, but so is AVULUS without a Bat Rider. Now without Snako as well. Shots raining down from 9 Class to easily take out the opposing support. AVULUS on full retreat now. They use the Stone Gaze to try and get away. The Rolling Thunder similarly going to be used. Stormstormer jumps to the trees, TP's out. PARIVISION win the Roche.
That was almost so good if they could have cut off DM on that ward and been there a little faster with the Bat Monkey.
Yeah,
Instead, it's just a disaster.
They kill the Beastmaster. That opens up a much better Rolling Thunder situation for Zibe, but...
And the name of the game is no one just jumping Eki every time because he's the only BKB disabled. So if he jumps the Bat during BKB, I mean, what are you doing? You're just watching your Bat Rider die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
An
Do get a
Aegis
Wisdom Rune.
and a banner to hit high ground.
Yeah, this is a very good push timing, especially as the BKB for the Drow is flying out right now, and he's level 20. So you have triple BKB.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, they're
is
only up
under
by
attack.
some extra
6K,
talents,
but
got
it
an Aegis.
feels like the team fight is impossible for AVULUS.
I mean, you have to land a lasso on a good core target. That's so much of it. and
But
they're
even
struggling.
then, it's just like, even if he does that, then the Aphotic Shields might just counter the play entirely. So if their
Throw
whole
a
game
Spirit
plan
in,
is...
sleep the Abaddon, drag the other dude into a Wukong, they get like a 4-man Earth Splitter. Doable, you know? Doable.
doable. Give them like a 10% chance to be able to pull
You're
it
just
off.
a doubter, man. You're such an NA Dota player. It's crazy. Like, you would have just gone down mid and said end like 10 minutes in here. You would have been that Monkey King. You would have gone bottom, and when they glyphed your Boundless Strike, you would have said GG end mid. That would have been you.
Never done that in my life, but bye, Eki. Time to make a move. Storm Spirit isn't here. Go for it. Rolling Thunder is going to hit the Drow Ranger a couple times here. Roar's going to be used. The Dusa pushing forward, trying to get in front of them for a Stone Gaze, but they've got up to the high ground, and AVULUS have lost their courage. They do not want to go into a high ground fight, and they are out of resources
You just
for
have
the
Wukong.
potential push.
It's got to be the Wukong of a century right here. Stomp lands, but not
Look,
close enough.
The spacing from PARIVISION here.
Gotta have a massive Boundless Wukong from Stormstormer.
Structures are
Try and bait him in if you can. Oh, he got his tree cut.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No.
They're gonna zip for it.
Not like this.
Chain the stuns. Get the grab. A BKB was back up for the Storm Spirit. He tries to use the Boundless Strike to get away. A trickery, and he does manage to get out. His team is in trouble, though. Snako taking again the shots from 9 Class to finish him off. A Gorgon's grabs. Try and hold back Satanic, and it does work. He did not want to use his BKB for this first life. He's got bigger objectives in mind. The barracks are going to fall unless AVULUS can put together some sort of team fight without their ultimate. Aurora goes out, trying to focus on Zibe here.
Wukong.
No one commits for the kill and easily managed to get it. Wukong's command. It's a Drow Ranger dead in the middle of the Wukong's command, and a Rolling Thunder is back up. He activates his
have
BKB,
lasso.
makes a run for it.
Couldn't get it.
Where's the lasso? The Bat Rider wasn't there. Now he is. Gets the grab on him. The Aphotic Shield was already used by Tukalis. He puts it on a situation where Satanic just cannot get out alive. No one still in the back ends. Ever the constant nightmare to Eki, and somehow DM got himself stuck. I don't know how that ended up being okay for AVULUS, but they did it.
They got a buyback out of Ducalis. Cost them the Pango buy. Might even get The dieback here on the Abaddon, that would be huge. Oh, yeah, super long death timer for him. And a successful defense. And it all came from that Wukong landing on top of the Drow Ranger with the rest of the team getting zoned. And you're finally able to land a big core lasso. Yeah, good job, Austin. You would have given up in this game. You would have given up at 15 minutes. GG and mid, go next, blah, blah, blah.
Well, Zibe's got level 20 and halfway to an Aghanim Scepter. He can continue to get good Rolling Thunders where he's threatening the Drow Ranger and hitting the Abaddon.
And if you can get a good fight for Smiling Knight, he just finished Daedalus.
Oh, yeah.
If you can get this Deuce at 25, some modifiers going and some crits. Like, this Drow matchup is not completely one-to-one if you can hit the Drow with the Deuce. It's just normally that gap closes a bit difficult and the slow starts building up.
Yeah, it's predicated on Stone Gazed and getting just in the middle of PARIVISION's team,
Yes.
right?
To me, Swift Blink is a big item in this matchup. If Dusa can get the Swift Blink and you can just Swift Blink in with ult and chase the Drow down, it is a real thing. It can create a lot of space and chaos in the fight, and maybe you find a good lasso, or you can follow a lasso up with that. But that's still a big piece of this game is, can you find these lassos? They have not been easy.
Oh,
another arcane. These are brutal.
Rolling Thunder put to use. Long zip in from the Storm Spirit.
Not enough
Activates his
damage.
BKB. Satanic managed to get out with the BKB Shadow Blade. While no one is... He actually got caught in the Stone Gaze there. Looks like he got stoned up and hit by Rolling Thunder again, but they can't commit for the kill. Despite him being low on mana, oh, Night Class, he just walks up to that high ground, almost immediately dies. Maybe with the illusions, they do manage to get that kill. Smiling Knight needs help. He's out of mana. He is being burned through right now. Satanic is back into play, and he delivers a just slaughtering of damage that AVULUS. They can't stop. They don't have the saves for him.
Middle tower has fallen.
Honestly, that fight, the setup didn't necessarily look that bad for AVULUS. I mean, the Drow got away, which is really bad, but fighting on that hill going into the ET stomp, PARIVISION just positioned really well around it, dodged that stomp with everybody, and then the second the Drow Ranger comes in for the second time, yeah, that fight's absolutely done. You wish you had that AC on the monkey for that fight. Could have made a huge difference there.
Dire's
But again, the
turret has
items
been
for AVULUS
killed.
are just a little too behind in this game. I mean, it's crazy. Stormstormer is still 10-2 and 7. He's had a really good game here. Just can't win the fights, and that's what matters right now.
Yeah, it's not as good as no one's 15-1 and 7.
That is true. He's almost level 25. I mean, him finding Arcane Rune at the start of that too was
it was so bad.
that was disgusting.
Middle barracks are
The thing was, the Stormstormer was so close to having a Shield Rune and an Arcane Rune.
Yeah.
But if only the rune had been on the other side of the river, maybe.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Instead, it's going to be lane to barracks taken mid. There's that Aghanim Scepter for the Pango, so he's going to start outputting a bit more damage. Has no real modifiers outside of the Echo Saber, though.
He's really annoying in the fight, and he can tank a lot of damage, but he doesn't do a lot.
Yeah.
So
The
PARIVISION
damage
can
is-
kind of ignore him, which probably doesn't feel too good. For Zibe in general, I don't know really how he rectifies it. I mean, he could just get a casual defusal, but
Looking for me?
I wouldn't mind Basher here. You're playing into quad BKB.
I'd be okay with
It's
that.
got to just be value on some level as the aesthetics caps start coming out.
I mean, if you combine some Basher control with Stone Gaze, maybe the BKB timing of PARIVISION doesn't look nearly as threatening.
Yeah,
Maybe you're still able
every
to
little
fight
bit
through
helps.
that. Aghanim Scepter for the Storm Spirit, though.
That is a big one.
Yeah. They have really not, because it's pretty single target heavy of PARIVISION. AVULUS have not had to worry about their grouping at all. Now they
Now
do.
they do. Absolutely do.
And if they are not aware that this Aghanim Scepter is complete from no one, then it could
Radiant's bottom
just
tower
one
is under
fatal
attack.
mistake might spell the end of this game one for them.
They also need Stormstormer's Courier to respawn full AC on that thing. So you're not taking a fight before that's back on the map. Is the Ags for the Abaddon finished? It is. So that's also a really big teamfight item. He has Locket on top of it.
Yeah, good luck killing Satanic if Dakalis is nearby.
And he has the level 15 Mistcoil Talon as well. So this is a lot of healing if you try and commit in with all of your ults at once. Wow, it looks really tough to land a good Wukong here. I don't really know how you do it. Need the fight to go long.
Yeah,
I think. Cast it towards the end of the fight. After PARIVISION have committed some BKBs and maybe 1 or 2 ults, the Storm's low mana. Then you drop the Wukong. Easiest way to do that is maybe force the Rosh yourself, make PARIVISION fight into you.
Sure, and that's what they're trying to do here. A fast Roshan, they might be able to sneak something.
We also have Stormstormer eyeing this refresher, which would give him 2. That's another way to do it. Just have a second Wukong.
Okay. I mean, if he gets to level 25 and get a refresher, could make a world of difference, but...
It is a big deal. Especially if you fight around that pit. And he does have the Mindbreaker, so you got to keep that silence from the Monkey King in mind. As the group up, PARIVISION has happened. Storm hit 25, he has his Ags. They have 4 BKBs, Butterfly on the Drow, Ags on the Abaddon. They are ready to rumble here.
Do you really want to go for DM? They're going to try. They're going to try and blow up the Beastmaster. He got off his BKB. Wukong's man goes out. No one managed to get the grab onto 3. No immediate follow-up. He starts targeting Eki as always, as is tradition at this point in time. Meanwhile, the Abaddon used his ultimate early. Stormstormer's going to try and take advantage of that and delivers a kill onto the Abaddon. Now they go after DM. Back to that kill. They stay grouped up. They stay together. They play together, and they are killing together, but no one is going to punish that together. They clump up once again. Another 3-man grab. Satanic starts putting out the damage. Stormstormer's trying to stop it. He stays on top of Satanic, ruining the marksmanship, and does what he can, and he's going to stick on top of him even further. Hits him with a boundless strike. The rest of the team here to follow it up. Satanic trying to keep the Dusa. Oh, the Dusa's a little bit low. The final arrow is not enough. 30 HP.
You're smiling,
the difference between life and death, but the carry survives of AVULUS, and now they have control of the Roshan pit.
17k damage coming out from AVULUS in that fight, and they won 17,000 experience for it. A absolutely massive shift in this game as they finally get a team fight to connect, and it all started with kind of a botched jump on the Beast.
Yeah.
It did not look that great, but then PARIVISION ran in with the Abaddon, popped a very early ult off that Vortex that looked good, but the thing about these Vortexes is there's no AoE to really follow it up with. So
yeah, it's just
they got baited a bit,
right?
Yeah, I think they actually got baited by these Vortexes a little.
Yeah, they just walked away. BKB goes off from the Beastmaster. They walk away clean, don't use the Abaddon ult. Then Drow Ranger can maybe play that more aggressively, but no one's just too good.
Too good for his own good. Ends up baiting the team a little, and then the Beast commits, the Abaddon commits, while the Drow Ranger's out of the fight. You're just all over the place. And now you have Refresher on the Monkey, plus that 25 talent. He is absolutely ready to take a way longer fight. He's a big problem. And Aegis plus Refresher Shard. The Deuce is 6 slotted now. I mean, who's going to even take it? Nobody wants it. Aegis to Medusa for the BKB for sure. And it'll be, I guess, Refresher to the Pango's not too bad here. This game just shifted completely. I mean, Stormstormer is the biggest problem right now. Like, the Deuce is something you have to deal with, but this Monkey King with double level 25 Wukong suddenly just became a way bigger deal in the fight.
Yeah.
And you don't have great answers for him in these late game scenarios.
He has so much bonus armor, right? AC plus if he's inside of his Wukong's command, it's just forget about it.
I mean, he has 46 outside the Wukong. It has to be like a Storm pull into a Roar or something.
Yeah. I mean, all of these times, when was the last time PARIVISION got an initiation on the fight? Right? It feels like they...
Only no one jumping the bat pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, that has been...
Also, he lost a bunch of his Galvanize, or did he? No, he didn't. He still got him.
28.
Looking for another power rune?
See if that will give them something to change the window here. No one jumps in immediately, got silence. Has to use his BKB. Maybe a kill on Seneko, though. Gets that, gets out, buyback immediately used. I mean, they've got the Aegis, they've got the cheese. I guess they want to...
They want to jump something right here, right now.
I mean,
Not easy, though.
Roar was used. That's on cooldown for 45 seconds. You have to make something happen now, otherwise that buyback feels
They're going to push.
a little premature. They're going to go for it.
This is an aggressive call. See if it can pay off. I mean, you have a banner. You have Aegis. You have those refreshers.
Spot to call us. Trying to hit him with a stomp. He sidesteps it. Does get away. The Dusa, not having the Swift Blink yet, has delayed that.
It's just a wasted buy.
Yeah. You're also so close to level 25 on Dusa. Like, what's the rush?
Yeah. I think he underestimated how tentative PARIVISION were to commit there. I think they were done with that pick.
Yeah. No one is just searching for support kills and out.
Yep.
That's all he wants out of this situation.
They need to maintain a good formation with their cores and fight together. They can't let the fight stretch in too many directions. It has to be centered around Satanic on this Drow.
This
little
silence is so annoying. He's got to be careful of it. They saw an opportunity, weren't quite able to connect, but the Rolling Thunder might still be able to give an opportunity as they got the lasso pull back onto DM. His BKB is wearing thin. Smiling Knight still has a Stone Gaze.
No
He still has the
Stone
Aegis
Gaze.
as well. They actually used the Roar onto him and are trying to finish off the Dusa, but the Wukong's command. Stormstormer got the jump in.
Oh, he
He
can't
surrounds
get out.
Satanic, and Satanic blocked out by the trees. He managed to get to the edge of the Wukong's command, so they go for the Abaddon instead. Night Class and Satanic get their
Wukong.
distance. Another Wukong's is available. No one. He gets the grab onto 3, but where's the follow-up? DM, he tries to jump after it, but Satanic has already given up on this fight. He's backed away. He's trying to get there now. But again, they haven't finished
Satanic's
up
back.
even the first life of... Okay, there goes the Dusa. Finally, they finish him off. But
Where's
with
the
the second
second
life, they
Wukong,
have to
man?
leave. Night Class, he is probably going to be the last victim of this fight as everybody else has managed to make it back to the PARIVISION base.
Can't believe he didn't drop that second ult somewhere in there, but just not finding a good opportunity as PARIVISION split up and kind of bailed. End up losing the Storm, losing the supports. You only take down the Aegis on that Dusa. Not finding a lot of purchase there. As once again, the Vortices have been insane from no one. And that's it. You're just pulling them into thin air. There's no follow-up.
It feels like there's a constant disconnect between where no one sees opportunities and where Satanic sees opportunities.
Well, he's getting forced out of the fight by the monkey, right?
Sure.
So I agree. That's the biggest disconnect for PARIVISION right now, but they're not solving it. Either the Storm has to help the Drow who's going on him, or the Drow plays incredibly patient while the Storm makes space. So far, that space is not really yielding anything.
Yeah, that last team fight, Drow got out of the Wukong's command and just kept running. He ran so far away, and the rest of his team kind of stuck nearby. Wukong's
Wukong
command from
tree?
behind.
What is this?
Went through the side, gets roared up though. And most of PARIVISION are able to make themselves get out while Storm jumps into the backline again, but he's lacking the damage now. He no
you gotta
longer
get out.
has the easy pickings that he once did against these supports still though. AVULUS, they need to retreat.
Yeah, you need to get out of here right now. That's a buyback
Storm
on
is
the
still
Storm.
jumping after them. He gets the grab onto 2. Can his team get here in time to take advantage of the situation? Zibe, he refreshes, rolls up, and gets out.
Got full Shivas. They get nothing. Storm buy, Enchantress buy. That's a Fountain Storm buyback. He couldn't get a single kill. Are they that tanky?
The Glimmer Capes are too powerful for him. He can't like carry
The
dust
single
on him.
Glimmer Cape is
I mean, he can't carry dust.
the single Glimmer Cape versus this entire Storm's inventory.
Yeah.
I know the
It's
Fountain
too
jump.
much.
Well, look, I know Glimmer is strong, but it's not that strong, okay? You get another rune. Maybe you need Swift Blink on this Drow, dude. I don't know. You got to be able to go in with this guy or something.
His damage is certainly not what it once was. I
No one
wouldn't be
keeps
opposed to a data list that is queued up. I think that's much better than the Silver Edge he was thinking about.
Lad.
I think the Drow's damage is okay, but the problem is he can't... The monkey and the penguin are just in his face. And he can't just sit there and hit them back. So I think it's more about how does he deal with the damage he has rather than he needs more. That's been the issue. Silver Edge maybe helps a little bit. Some extra invis cooldown, but...
He quickly broke apart the Silver Edge and is buying data.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's just He still has a recipe, so he'll complete both. But I guess Daedalus for now, more damage, yeah. I mean, you got a lot of it now, if you can use it.
I think you got to threaten the Pango when he rolls at you. This guy has been kind of freely doing that.
What's happening here?
Oh, if he could cut down that tree, it would have been so good. Oh, he grabbed him before he jumped to the next one.
That's a lot of mana.
Pulls him back down to earth and forces him to use his BKB. No one has to do the same, though, so it is an even cost.
Eki looking.
Pushing in from the side, DM sees an opportunity to catch the Bat Rider from the high ground. A big pickup. Well, Night Class is pushing forward solo. No one. He gets a grab on a Storm. The belly strike. Refreshing up the ultimate, but it's not good enough. Satanic does enough damage now. Meanwhile, stuck inside of the high ground from the Blizzard. Satanic, he's now delivering just as... Oh, man, he just blew up that Dusa. Got in an instant.
What was that fight?
Immediate buybacks used by AVULUS, who put themselves on a low ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what were they doing there? They're just walking in the low ground expecting nothing to happen. Their bat just got roared from the high ground. Easiest roar of DM's life on the prime initiator for AVULUS. You gotta just jump there, right? You can't be lingering on these low ground positions hoping you see somebody.
Yeah.
You just gotta smoke, jump, go, plant a ward, go blind, whatever it is. And that's very indecisive.
That's so awkward because he was getting to that Swift Blink too on Smiling Knight, but now the buyback has ruined that.
If he could have Swift Blinked up to that position on the Drow, that could be a way different situation. That's why I look towards this item to be a real deciding factor in these late game team fights.
Yeah.
But you're stuck on the low ground fighting Drow on the high ground, while your Pango is stuck on the ultimate high ground. Not a recipe for success here.
And really awkward because now they don't have buybacks on some of these heroes and Roshan's about to spawn. So do you play for that Roshan fight with only one life?
You have to play for Roshan here if you're both teams, I think. Cannot afford to give it away. I am surprised at how fast Stormstormer died. He went in.
Oh,
I don't even know what. He got crit twice or something. Nullifier for the Beast. The damage and controls continue to pick up here for PARIVISION. It was still so farmed on everybody.
He was healthy 1 second and refreshes, boundless strikes on top of the Drow Ranger, and was just gone.
He's just gone. Yeah, he's just dead. They are going to get Roche here, though. No contest.
Uncontested. PARIVISION not going to get here in time. They smoke up, yes, but they're far too late to the party.
They're going to take the fight anyway, jumping.
Storm.
Well, they're all TPing.
Oh, they're TPing away. They're TPing away. Get the catch. Get the goal. Oh, no way. No one was so close. He used the spell. He activated Electric Vortex, but somehow Smiling Knight slips away just half a second ahead of him.
Divine intervention or something. I don't know what that was.
I cannot believe AVULUS made the call to mass TP out.
Well, the thing is, they mass TP'd out, but they went towards...
Yeah.
They went away from the corner to do it, right? Normally, you would just go into the corner to TP.
Yeah.
They went into the potential smoke. Like, he's about to go up the ramp here, and then they call TP. This was really discoordinated, to be honest.
It really
They should have got punished there.
Smiling Knight should have got caught.
Yeah, they should have got punished there, but they will live to fight another day. And now they have an Aegis on the Medusa. Still no Swift Blink, so the gap close is not there, but 2 lives.
He's going to be there very soon. If he can farm up these Ancients, then I think he's got it.
And
this Ancient camp and the next one.
I'll tell you, Satanic, he's also looking for that Swift Blink. Both these carries are eyeing this super late game item that I think is pivotal in what we're seeing in these fights. You need to be able to position the damage quickly and deal it. That's what's going to win you these big team fights. So looking for that on both sides. Don't have it yet, and that makes high ground positioning all the more important. It makes vision all the more important.
Yeah, I feel like AVULUS learned that lesson from the river fight.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give a free high ground to PARIVISION.
Don't roll on top of the Ice Spire.
That was also not great. The Glacier just trapping Zibe.
I wonder if you can do that intentionally. Like when he's rolling, like you just drop the Glacier.
Activate Glacier and force staff out.
My ultimate trap card. Drop the Glacier and bail. Swift Blink available for Smiling Knight. That's huge. Does have to swap out something here, but when you have Aegis to play with, makes it a little more juicy. Now you can just go in.
More interesting gap close. Stormstormer has a bots too, so he can If Smiling Knight sees the right opportunity to blink into the enemy team, then Stormstormer can piggyback off of that.
They could also all three get stuck on the glacier now. That could be a party up on Iceberg Hill. You ever play that old Mario Party game with the like little bouncing balls and try and knock each other off?
Yeah, you're trying
ice?
to bounce they run the
That was a
snowballs
good
into
game.
each other.
I think that was Mario Party
3?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think the 3 one was the classic version. Imagine playing that for $1 million. That would.
I'm pretty sure like Ludwig has probably done something like that.
It's true.
Eki is going to try and get Aghanim Scepter, which can be good. I mean, if he gets a grab
That could be really good.
on 2 heroes, the bag
Can't-
can only save one of them.
Can't shield both.
Yeah. We may just be playing for tier 5s at some point.
Are they really not going to try and force anything with Aegis? That
I mean, they don't have buyback
Bad.
while PARIVISION does, right?
yeah, but it still feels bad.
Radiant are scanning.
I'm okay with it.
You look at the buyback
I think pushing
status,
into high ground
just Medusa,
Storm
Monkey,
Spirit Drow
Angle.
Ranger with buybacks is it just does not make that fight good enough for it. I think going
agree.
high ground is
Yeah.
a death trap in this game.
It does feel bad that you won that Roche and you can't use it, but did get you to your next set of items here. Stalled the game out. You're still missing those big 2 core buybacks for 2 minutes, so PARIVISION want to get aggressive.
Are scanning.
I could actually see the logic there because all of theirs are back up.
Sure.
So they waited out that interval, and now they could be the ones that look to aggressive even into this Aegis.
What are the key points here? How does PARIVISION win a fight? How does AVULUS win a fight? Like, what are these teams talking about? Because you've got so
Positioning.
much time between fights, right?
Positioning. That's what this game is all about.
Okay, what does that positioning look like?
If you can stun the monkey or the pango, or you find the bat, right? If you can take the control out of the fight for AVULUS and let the Drow Ranger rain down the fire, you're going to feel good. Then you're going to be able to kite out any further incursion. Side of AVULUS, if you can get good lassos, good rolling thunder through, and let the monkey and the Medusa then jump in the fight, they can take advantage of stuns really quickly with the Swift Blink plus the leap in. So
yeah.
in that sense, I think the team fight might be more... It might be a little more reliable in terms of syncing the control and damage for AVULUS, but I think PARIVISION win the super long fights very reliably if they survive that. You know, if Wukong's wasted, if Stonegate's wasted, they're all still up. That fight looks very good for them.
Sure.
So to me, it's about the jump coming out from AVULUS in terms of how much damage can you put into those stuns and make them count.
I think that's kind of interesting because PARIVISION, in some ways, have a win condition on both sides of the equation, right? They can win making the jump, but they also have the counter to the initiation, potentially, right?
Yeah, Baden
depending
can
on
do
what
some
the
work.
Baden does.
Oh, they
More
found the bat.
opportunity.
It's the best jump.
Very easy kill and a big pickup, too. That stops the initiation of AVULUS, and PARIVISION.
He's just walking through mid. I mean, Eki has had a very rough game. No ways about it. And
No doubt.
PARIVISION have singled him out because they know how important he is.
With control of the power runes at a hero down, time to force that buyback.
Wolf on Satanic's heels. Buff him up. Send him in. I mean, do you try and force your... All 10 buybacks are up right now. Not the easiest lineup to go high ground
I mean,
into.
you either try and hunt down this Monkey King or you go for the high ground.
The thing is, if you get this bat buyback, are you instantly bailing?
I think so. I don't think you stick around. You're just trying to see if you can get the buyback out of him.
Refresher for no one. So he has double AoE pull.
Not biting just yet. Oh, they got the silence on him. No one has to use his BKB and jumps away. Now, he has
Got
a
him.
refresher, so the BKB used, it's
Got him,
not the
though.
biggest deal, but his mana, dude, that, it's so... Mindbreaker silence is just so stupid, man.
Sent a message.
It did.
No Bat Rider buyback needed, as all 10 will be up in this game. we could have ourselves a 10v10, Austin, as the 60-minute mark approaches. Neutral items, gotta start thinking about them.
Okay, so neutral items that are the biggest game changers. What are we looking for?
Book of the Dead.
That. You have a viral clip where you called it the Book of Trash.
I will say, my evaluation of Book of the Dead has gone up in a meta full of like so many Glimmer Caves. I actually think the invis detection in the
jump
fight.
to do some mid.
Wait, what? He's just in the river alone?
He's caught alone on the low ground again.
Why?
Why does this keep happening to AVULUS? Right as the tier 5s are about to spawn, he's in the one part of the map that has no neutrals.
What?
On the lowest low ground. AVULUS is slipping, man.
I'll take that.
No stuns there, but it was
I don't
funny.
know what that. Why was he completely alone? Like, why is he pushing out mid wave with his hero, not Manta's? Why? There's no vision there.
Mirror shield for Zibe, very big. He doesn't have to worry about the roar.
There's the book of Shadows. That's the other book.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
same.
mirror shields are good.
Pirate hats for their Drow Ranger and the Enchantress.
Oh, yeah.
Big attack speed boost. I mean, this Enchantress is about to be level
Yeah, these
25
pirate
with a
hats.
pirate hat, hurricane pike,
Pirate hats are
witchblade,
nasty.
and it's Roche. So they will keep their buyback potentially on the Dusa, but they will give up Roshan for it.
And pirate hat for Stormstormer. We will match them there. So 3 pirate hats so far, which is very fitting for the theme of DreamLeague. It's not a pirate theme, but
theater slash
has many pirate hats in it.
That's true. Yes. What do you think the Dusa gets? Is there any chance you get the super deso because of the modifier?
I think Stygian's always interesting.
I mean, it's the highest win rate item in the game, apparently.
That could mean nothing, yeah. I mean, this Book of Shadows on Seneko could be really interesting. If you can save a roar target or some target drows hitting.
I mean, well, you get more saves as well from Takalas.
Force boots on the bat. Also pretty nice here. Maybe Eki can get a lasso now.
Takalas is actually, I mean, he's got Blink Aghanim Scepter. Now they gave him the Refresher Shard. So he can double Book of Shadows, double Borrowed Time.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. That is a lot of save.
Overwhelming Blink, Erasma.
Visibility.
And an Ags will be bought and eaten by Stormstormer to upgrade his inventory. Pretty much capped out. They just got the last token. It's going to Smiling Knight now. Let's see what he chooses.
It's Force Boots. He already had the mobility of Swift Blink and Disperser, but feels like he needs even more.
I mean, honestly,
This'll come in.
that's a lot of move speed. It's a lot of move speed. You are insanely fast when you activate everything here. Can't blame him for that. Stormstormer could get more. Woo. Level 30, by the way.
They're leaving it way too close, man. Way too close.
I mean, who won the tier 5 neutral war, in your opinion?
They're gonna break Mark.
Oh.
Lasso, first up on the Enchantress, trying to blow him up while Zibe goes through and hits DM. Stopping the roar potential. Somehow 9 class is still alive through that initiation. Still gets hit by another Rolling Thunder. Harpoons it back for another one. Third one, refresh, roll up, and go again. 9 class gets healed up by the Abaddon, so he's good for now. And the roar finally comes out to finish off Zibe. AVULUS were not content to follow up that initiation.
They're trying to
and
bait
now,
it in.
trying to bait into a Wukong command. The Stormstormer is up here on the high ground, ready to drop it.
He has 2 of them.
He starts hopping away. DM gets a little bit too close for comfort.
Nobody committed on those rolls. They're all just watching.
Yeah.
Too afraid.
Zibe committed his second Rolling Thunder for that. Now when he buys back, it's still going to be on cooldown. Very awkward.
Incredibly awkward. And now you still have 2 minutes to siege with this Aegis.
Grab onto Smiling Knight. Try and blow him up with the Drow Ranger. Not quite good enough. The Wukong command does go off. He's already down to half HP. A slip on the Drow Ranger. Finally, the arrows start coming in, and Stormstormer quickly gets obliterated, but so does no one. They do manage to finish him up. Meanwhile, Zibe with a buyback coming in. They're on top of the Drow Ranger. A second round of Wukong's command. He's pushed away by the Harpoons. Satanic get away with the Book of Shadows, but no, the Stone Gates will lock him in place. Inside, surrounded by statues. That's going to be the Aegis. Seneko saves himself with the Book of Shadows as 9 class pushes forward. No one trying to catch him in the trees. Gets a grab onto Zibe. That's going to be a dieback. Eki in the trees as well. Running away. No fire. No escape. A cheese goes up, but it's not good enough. A force pass into the corner. He's good. He stays alive. Smiling Knight comes back in, puts him back. A stomp onto 2. A little bit of reset here for AVULUS. 4 heroes up versus the 5. No, the Stone Gates will lock him in place. Inside, surrounded by statues. That's going to be the Aegis. Seneko saves himself with the Book of Shadows as 9 class pushes forward. No one trying to catch him in the trees. Gets a grab onto Zibe. That's going to be a dieback. Eki in the trees as well. Running away. No fire. No escape. A cheese goes up, but it's not good enough. A force pass into the corner. He's good. He stays alive. Smiling Knight comes back in, puts him back. A stomp onto 2. A little bit of reset here for AVULUS. 4 heroes up versus the 5.
No Wukong's left. No Stone Gaze left. Gonna just have to do it the hard way.
Smiling Knight is just not doing quite enough damage. DM, he's looking so tanky against the damage of the Dusa right now.
It's just not enough to get anything.
Got the lane, got out. PARIVISION reset, TP away.
Oh, they got everything they wanted there. I mean, outside of Medusa buyback, you got both other core buybacks. You got Megas, and you paid a price of a Storm buyback, and that's it? Super well executed.
And they have 75 seconds where Zibe is dead. They can push out the bottom lane and go for the Megas.
I will say, though, when that Dusa, when that Dusa starts rolling in, man, it is terrifying. Just some 1,000 move speed ball of BKB piercing stun and DPS.
Slither and Snake.
That was nasty for the like 3 seconds it did some work, and then
I mean his damage though just does not look that intimidating.
I mean, if you didn't have Aegis there on the Drow, it's a very different story, but that's why they're pushing like that. And man, does Satanic do some DPS here. They're just gonna run it back in. Ward
got the rip on to 2. Trying to finish off at least one. Oh, he doesn't last long, does he? Satanic now has nobody on top of him, putting damage on his Smiling Knight. Back into the fountain he goes. Eki, oh, he's gonna die inside the fountain. Couldn't stay alive, too many arrows. They hit their mark, now they're left with 3. Nothing left, exposed fountain. PARIVISION just gonna hit the throne, a glyph goes off, but it is still Smiling Knight gonna have to do it pretty much solo. Throws out the Stone Gaze, it's just ignored for now. DM tries to blink on him. Satanic from the high ground of the Glacier starts putting damage on him, and he blows up fast. PARIVISION will close it out. 66 minutes, they get over the finish line, and will take game 1.
Yeah, I think my reaction
is missing for a while.
Panicking face. What? Alchemist. Austin, we don't have an Alchemist, Austin. We have a last pick Alchemist. What in God's green earth is happening in the world of Dota 2 that you get a last pick Alchemist? What?
Legitimately, is this hero still kind of broken?
What is happening, Austin? That's what I ask you.
That's what I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you, Austin, what is happening? How did they get last pick Alchemist?
Well, it wasn't banned.
Thank you for that brilliant analysis, Austin. That's why you're the play-by-play. I mean, this is disgusting. I'll say one thing. If AVULUS don't win this game with last pick Alchemist, just pack it in, boys. You know what I'm saying? Pack it in and look towards the next patch, which is coming out in, I think, 2 hours. That's what I heard last.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very nice. It sounds like they're just waiting for this series to end.
Yeah, pretty much. So this could be the last Alchemist game of the patch, everybody.
It might be the last AVULUS game for this this lineup, the way that Fear was talking.
Yeah, he really went in on him. It's like, they have to fix this communication before the next game now.
Do not start.
Right, chill, man.
Game 2 until you have resolved your issues.
Patch, I just told you when the patch is, man. 2 hours. Mark my words.
It is 22:12 right now, so clock strikes midnight.
Now, in all seriousness, I do think Alk is an incredibly busted hero, and I fully expect AVULUS to win this game with an incredibly busted Alk, despite PARIVISION having won game 1, probably being the better team, and having some interesting picks versus the Alk. I will say that. So
okay,
they might actually win this game, but
What?
I'm still going to bet on the Alk. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What interesting picks are you talking about? Like the Pugna?
Yeah, I think Pugna's interesting because you can save the Crep is pretty annoying for Alk, though
Yep.
he can get a faster nullifier. It's just not like his first 3 items, as Ducal is going to bite the bullet here.
Tries to block it out with the trees.
What? And he trapped himself. Then he ate through.
Eki's surely going to find him, right? Oh, I think he might have healed too much. One more hit.
Not like this.
The burn. It's not enough.
This is just not Eki's series, man. Sometimes
It really isn't.
nothing
Jeez.
goes your way, and that's just how it is. And sometimes your whole life.
Refraction back up for Satanic, bumped out of the meld.
You wonder how you got there, and nothing goes your way, and it's just that's
Damn,
life,
it
you know.
just continue. I mean, you know,
That was poetic.
they've got a full creep wave pushing in. They've kicked the
Yeah,
Templar
they're doing fine.
assassin
They're doing
out.
fine.
It's
They're
fine.
chilling.
It's
They got Alchemist. They got last pick Alchemist.
It would have been nice to have first blood, but you can't have everything in life.
That's true. Anyway, so the Decrep is interesting. I think Abaddon save plus ult can also sometimes be interesting. It's also an interesting lane. And I think TA can have good timings versus the Alk. Like, you can actually keep pace with him a little bit and get Roshan before he goes in for it, and then just turn the game on its head.
And then she's pretty physical damage burst heavy, which has always been pretty good against Alchemist in the first 30 minutes.
So I don't know. They've got some interesting things going for them, but it's not. It just does not strike me as some lineup where you gave away first pick Alk and then just made his game impossible. It's not that type of game. So I still have a lot of faith in the Alk here, honestly.
Okay.
I also think Shaker's pretty underrated right now, honestly. I'm pretty big on this hero.
But it's being picked up a decent amount.
I think it should
You
be
think
picked up higher priority. That's my argument.
Okay. Why?
I don't know, just gut read, man. Like, he's just good. This hero just does a lot in the fights. He's a pretty solid laner. He comes online pretty early. Great team fighter. Always gives you enough stuns to play around. So he enables almost any side lane cores.
And draft-wise, he's flexible, right? Because he could be run both mid and safe lane.
He can be running all 3 core lanes, honestly. We saw Collapse playing it earlier today.
Sure.
He was owning. That's what I'm saying. I think this hero does a lot more than people feel, but he doesn't do any of it at such an insane level that it inspires you to first pick him. But I don't think that makes him a bad first pick. See what I'm saying?
Not really, but...
God, you're useless.
Chad, did you pick up on what he was saying?
Okay, so do you remember...
I don't think they got it
I'll
either,
explain it a different
sorry.
way. Do you remember the meta when Snapfire was a first pick?
Yeah.
So in that meta, I don't think Snapfire first pick was broken in the sense that Snapfire was an insanely broken hero, therefore you first picked it.
Okay.
It was that Snapfire enabled a lot of other stuff.
Okay, sure.
So you first picked him because then whatever you got, he made the lineup function, and he brought it together, and he made other heroes feel good.
There was no downsides.
Exactly.
to first
He was
picking a hero.
well-rounded,
Okay.
and he enabled a lot of the meta.
Well,
I
it's a
think
she,
Shaker is that kind of hero right now. I think Shaker actually enables a lot of the other heroes in the meta
Scanning.
in a deceptively good ways, and there's not a lot of downsides to the pick.
Okay. All right. That makes a fair amount of sense. I'm still kind of struggling with how Earthshaker sets up other heroes. Because Snapfire, are you talking about the Snapfire when it was running 4 position? Or are you talking about the core Snapfire?
Well,
Because like a
little bit of
support
both.
is, you know,
He
a lot
stuns,
more
Austin.
open.
It's that simple. He stuns.
Okay.
And there's a lot of cores in the meta that like stuns. Things like the Lycan, the Bristleback.
I rest my case. Like it in the Bristleback.
I think it speaks for itself, you know?
Okay.
Oh, Centaur action's back on.
Yeah, Blitz, which is
Greevil's greed. Should have given it to him. Well, Alchemist is leading the CS chart, Austin, and that's usually a pretty good sign for the hero.
And that's why PARIVISION have brought a 3rd hero to try and
you
disrupt
can't
him,
fight
leaving
this hero.
Satanic alone in
You
lane.
can't fight Alch, man. This hero's just a beast.
Yeah, he just drops acid spray and pops the concoction.
Yeah.
Says, what up?
I don't know, man. This is a last pick Alch.
You say last pick Alec one more time.
Oh, Satanic in trouble.
Not okay.
Eki in
Is
trouble.
he in trouble? Is Eki in trouble?
Satanic
the
in trouble.
1v2, Satanic back to it. Sineko's going to pull him back in with the Sinister Gaze, and they will finally get that kill. He was left alone by his supports,
that
who
was-
mass migrated into the mid lane to secure no one in Invis rune.
I mean,
That's just bad luck. You go for the power runes, you all in, hoping it's a big rune, some regen, some arcane rune. Instead, Invis.
Dire's top
They left him
tower is under
alone for
attack.
so long. That was just...
Now Dekals comes back to lane, dies instantly, so now he's still going to be alone.
I mean, nothing is going well for PARIVISION up in this
Use the
state lane.
Hurricane, push him back into Satanic's hands, the Sinister
Okay.
Gaze, but the
No
bird
wand.
will finish him off. And
Where was the wand?
Sineko will also die as Meld
Is under attack.
easily gets that kill. Okay,
And it's
Satanic's
okay,
back
well.
in, they're dying on couriers,
Oh, he's
Eki's
dead
going to
too.
fall as well. It was just, AVULUS, it was all going so well. How does this keep falling apart for you? Oh, does he get night class? Oh, okay.
Oh!
He lives! He lives!
Eki God.
The boy who lived, he did it! Wait, what about the Wisdom Rune?
He's going to Hurricane him off it?
Hurricane him off.
Oh, he could have.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Good try. Good effort. Good effort.
At least Eki pulls it back a bit. What a clown show of a lane up top, honestly.
I did hear the circus song going around.
And you know who's winning in all this exchange, Austin? It's the Alchemist, because he's an Alchemist. And he's chilling. Look at him. Last pick Alchemist. He's just mad chilling. No pressure into him. He's climbing the net worth chart. Oh my God. What was that? You just... Jeez, are you okay? Well, Austin's going down, boys, so I'm going to have to do a little play-by-play here as 9 class is going to get caught on by Eki. He's going to get burnt to a crisp from the bat as the last pick Alchemist continues to free farm in the bottom lane. Not a lot of pressure going into him. A lot of pressure in Austin's windpipe right now. He might need medical attention.
I want you guys to know that every single time he says last pick Alchemist, he looks me in the eyes when he does it.
That is true. I will not deny that. But it adds to the bit. You okay there, pal?
Oh, yeah. A
little rough one there, huh?
Little tea came out my nose, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a little came out over a lot of our equipment here, too.
Yeah, I
Might
mean,
need to clean that up for tomorrow.
It wouldn't be the first time I've had issues with
With
water,
what?
water and
What were you about to
electronics.
say? That is very true. Except no one caught that on camera, so not very
I hope
useful
not.
for your brand. But
Radiant are scanning.
anyway, while you were having a mini heart attack over there, last pick Alchemist continuing to free farm here. He's really picking up steam. And PARIVISION looking to take the towers. You got to put this Pugna Enchantress to use. I mean, you have two of the best tower-taking supports in Dota.
Yeah, but you're up against a Lich. He just frost shields it.
That's true, yeah. But we see what PARIVISION are trying to do, right? They want to take these tier 1s. They want to roam, get the numbers advantage. It's just not lining up. What? What are you doing?
I was coughing.
Stop muting yourself. Let the audience hear what you're going through. Embrace it.
I don't think they want to hear me coughing into the mic.
Probably not. Honestly, Satanic's position's better than I thought it was going to be, considering he got left alone, he got ganked. But look at the stacks.
Radiant's
Stormstormer was looking for the Echo Slam and all this. Some of this got stolen by the Ench earlier as well, a little bit.
Radiant are scanning.
They gotta pop it. No one. He's gonna come in and might be able to get the kill.
Oh my-
Stormstormer's
oh my-
conducted the neutrals before no one can get the
Heck, he's
kill.
dead too?
He's a brilliant.
Radiant's
He's brilliant. He kills himself on neutrals,
Was that
so
intentional?
denying no one the opportunity. I don't think so.
That was not
I don't think that was
Radiant's
intentional.
bottom tower is
But we're
under
supposed to highlight the players, you know? We're supposed to build them
mean,
up, not knock them down.
I can't believe they waited that long to Echo away. With the heroes coming in, the fact that PARIVISION knew it was going down, they'll at least get this bottom tower in
Radiant's
exchange.
bottom tower.
They have to accelerate this game. You do not want to just let the Alchemist farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Shaker's going to have a quick blink off the Ancient farming. And Ducal's trying to invade here, but...
Saves
he has
himself
Ench.
with the Decrepify, with the Ench here as well, and DM coming in. There's certainly no way they're going to get any kills, and
Yeah,
they're both
haste
getting
and
caught
puck.
inside the coils and killed.
Power
Yeah.
runes.
Double
Win
kill
games.
for the Abaddon, and time to run at mid. See if they could take this tower with the Pugna Enchantress.
That's another reason why I'm big on the Shaker, because he
Radiant's
does
middle
Ancients.
tower is under attack.
Whoa, what a
That's
timing
nice.
on the Fisher. It's no one. Risey jumps in, and now a concoction. Okay, saw that coming. He was ready for that one.
I mean, this is a tower you absolutely want to defend in this game if you are AVULUS. No way you give this up for free. Ideally, you have that Shaker Blink to help defend it. Then you're in a pretty good spot. But you really have to prioritize this. Keep your jungle camps defended. Do not want to let PARIVISION invade too much and start taking away that space because it's a struggle for the rest of the team right now.
Night Class just used his creep to block Smiling Knight, who was trying to stack a camp.
Yeah, he got him.
He got him good.
Every little bit. I mean, this Alex neck and neck with this TA. That's exactly what you want if you're PARIVISION right now. And you're threatening this tier 1 mid. This is the big pressure point right now. Send them Skelly boys in.
Doesn't have his Blink Dagger yet, so
Yeah, where's your Echo now?
his ability to defend these towers, at least get offensive off of it,
Is under attack.
it's not quite the same. AVULUS are backing him up with 2 supports. PARIVISION are not biting on the bait here. But if they don't finish this tower up, then they're going to be walking into a Blink Dagger Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They really need to finish this Blink. It would help AVULUS defend this map a lot right now. And I mean, one thing is you can defend this map and just play for the Alchemist, but it is going to give TA a completely free game.
Yeah.
That's something you're going to have to deal with at some point as well.
Gonna have to think about when he could take Roshan. Eki, he tries to defend the tower, does not die. Oh, no one actually jumped to the other side there. Snako is too far away to get the grab on him,
I'm
though.
surprised they haven't tried to kick this Enchantress out. Like, he is just continually summoning skeletons from behind this tier 1. He's been a complete nuisance. Okay, they're going to kick the troll summon around. Nope. He's going to live. He's going to summon some more skeletons. Dude,
Just keep going, man.
this man's a machine. He's a bone machine. I shouldn't have said it like that, but
Oh no, he missed it! Greetings!
Not like this. Not like this. They gave him all those ancients to miss the first Echo.
Well, now maybe that mid tower is finally open for the taking. Or maybe the skeletons will just do it.
Boom.
Like he dies. I've never seen. Oh no, the Fisher blocked him off from hitting to call
Yo,
it.
Stormstormer, you gotta chill, man. Like,
Fear was right.
that's not a communication issue. It's just a. We'll get the tower denied. Okay, Snako, he's
Not that much.
picking it up, you know. It's not looking too hot, though, right now. They
Radiant's
missed
top
the
tower
blink
is under
initiation.
attack.
They didn't get a fight out of the tower defense. They're losing a lot of map control.
Now they've lost their triangle area. But Alchemist doesn't need that. He's got a Radiance. Eki's just going to go straight into the middle of them. Flame Break on 3. Takalis gets a good suck on, though. And Eki will fall as a result. DM got bumped into the little high ground area.
How?
That got him stuck. That spot is so annoying. That spot shouldn't exist, man.
He has no TP as well. They can just leave him there.
Oh, yeah, just leave him.
Are they gonna
Wait,
cave by him?
are they going to lose this fight? Are they going to lose this fight? With DM stuck here on this high ground area, they kill the Pango for it. Smiling Knight is still very strong, though. With his Radiance, they got no one on the side. Smiling Knight's not sure if he can keep going. His Chemical Rage is about to expire, so he calls it quits.
Yeah, and Deso just arrived for Satanic. That's why he was lingering on the outskirts of that exchange. Smiling Knight beat him a little bit on the timings there, but not by much. And kind of a mixed fight for both teams. I guess the 2 carries are happy, but not the greatest fight for the Puck, who eventually goes down to the Shaker. So Stormstormer finally gets that matchup he was looking for in the team fight, at least.
He's going to go the Aghanims build. I really wish he would go the Samael Kaya Sanj build. I feel like blowing up the Puck
Everybody hates that build, though.
Is the entire reason you pick Earthshaker, right?
Everybody hates that build. Everybody trashes it.
Well, not Samael.
But yeah, Sumail
And they're
thinks
not
it's
trashing
good.
Samael, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I trust Sumail, but I'm just saying almost nobody does the Kaya builds on Shaker that he does. So I don't know what that says.
It says they're behind the meta.
Maybe, yeah. Nigma's just too far ahead.
Sure. They've been too far ahead for years now. They're probably just slowing down. Everybody else is catching up. That's why they're doing so well.
That makes sense, actually, yeah. They had a team talk. Yo, guys, we gotta wait and let everybody catch up.
Yeah.
Eki is alive.
Boy, you.
Soon.
In 25 seconds, he will indeed be
Yeah,
alive.
he's alive soon.
I can't believe you said he was alive.
He looked alive.
Nah. Abaddon, too much damage. Curse of Avernus, man. 45 DPS.
See what kind of DPS Stormstormer can do here. Needs another hit. Smack.
That was not a bad reaction from Sineko. Unfortunately, damage comes a little bit too quick, and Zibe, who just bought his Orchid, shows up to a team fight and dies immediately.
Yeah, not the best reveal for that. Also just gave 2 Deso charges to Satanic, who gets involved, and now has Blink finished as he continues to ramp up here. I mean, this is a last pick Templar assassin, Austin.
Thank you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now I'm confused. Who was actually the last pick?
They're going another Orchid, double Orchid. They really want to shut down the Puck and the Pugna in these fights.
I guess
makes sense.
The Aphotic Shield is going to come off.
I mean, you could Orchid the Abaddon too, right?
Yeah.
It's not that bad. If you have multiple instances of silence, they kind of get better, I guess, in this game. If you have more of them.
I guess.
Like, you can go in last with somebody and then Orchid the Abaddon. It's not bad.
Radiant's top tower is under
Call
You
us.
just last this guy? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, apparently they don't want to use the lasso for him.
That was a crazy amount of time to just wait there. It pays off. Alchemist makes his presence felt yet again, and we'll get a tower off of
Radiant structures
quick kill.
are fortified.
Yeah, PARIVISION don't want to fight. No one's getting his Blink Dagger right now, so.
Dire's middle tower.
They can revert to a more rat-oriented game with Puck plus TA, Enchantress creeps. It's just they have a really good TA timing with the Abaddon helping you join the fight, so I would not be surprised to see PARIVISION group up and try and take the fight to this Alchemist, even with his timings. You got to start thinking about this Roche soon, as Eki is dead.
Man, the Frost Armor is just not good enough to save you against some of this damage. Chain Frost is going to go out while Zibe comes in. He is silenced up the
There's
Abaddon
nobody
and
else
win
here.
for the kill on no one, but Decrepify spares him of all that damage from the Pango.
Random Ripper lurking in the background too, could have hurricaned you in. Creeps have been on point here.
They need a third Orchid. Because you need to silence the Puck, need to silence the Abaddon from saving the Puck, and you need to silence the
haters on Reddit.
Pugna,
Oh, yeah.
who also
That was a good one. Come on.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
I mean, you really just need to fight with this Alchemist. That's the biggest key here. Every fight the Alch joins, you should be happy with that exchange. Throwing the Frost Armor on him will make a big difference because he has the regen to back it up.
True.
That's like part of your combination here. He can create the frontline space for the Shaker and the Bat to find the openings. But these fights are just starting with PARIVISION going in and starting on support, starting on random targets without the Alch there. It's not a recipe for success, and they will get the first Roshan as a result. Exactly what this Abaddon TA lineup wants to do. And now you can absolutely take aggressive fights even into Alch with his timings as the Orchid. Is it that scary for Satanic to go in here with 2 lives? Not really. Still, it is a last pick Alchemist, so he's gonna get up there. He's gonna be beefy.
Yeah, and his other cores are seemingly being left behind. As we're going to watch Stormstormer die. Satanic, he's got the shard on Templar Assassin, so there are going to be
Or
random
Deso
traps
charges.
around the map that will silence you. It's a fun little mini game to play. It's like Minesweeper.
He's alive.
He is indeed.
I'm just gonna keep saying that. Little wave cutting action.
I mean, AVULUS knows they can't fight, so
Radiant's middle tower is under
They're
attack.
losing a lot though on the map right now. Satanic is just getting to do whatever he wants. He's getting Deso charges. He's working towards BKB, which is when he's going to be really strong versus Alch. And taking tier 2s.
Radiant's
I
middle
forgot about
tower
that
has fallen.
that talent. Acid Spray grants armor to allies. So between that and the Frost Shield,
Don't be mad.
That's a lot of armor.
they do have a lot of ways to mitigate physical damage.
Yeah, that's why I'm not as concerned about AVULUS taking the fight if the Alch joins it. It's just, if you take that and you somehow lose it, it's going to be really bad.
Almost catching Eki.
They are falling behind a little bit in this game. That BKB for Satanic is going to be no joke.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a 4,000 net worth lead against an Alchemist. That feels like you're behind a lot.
Dire are scanning.
Who knows? Maybe things will change with an Aghanim Scepter done on the Earthshaker, because he is just about to get that. I don't know what Zibe is going to do in this game, because he has no room to farm. Everything's going to go to the Earthshaker or the Alchemist. So he's going to be left without a Blink Dagger for quite some time. Just going to make things very difficult to get to this backline. That backline is currently being assaulted. Wait, no, the Chain Frost! Okay, they got him.
He's lassoed in there.
A little unnecessary, but...
Yeah, Nine Class just trying to play on the little extra trap damage, be annoying, but a little too forward there. We'll get the TA to his BKB, and Satanic, he's just hitting another tier 2. I guess the Enchantress not too important right now for PARIVISION's push strategy.
Radiant structures are
They feel confident enough to take the fight. No Rolling Thunder, no Lasso. Good enough for them. Ags is done on the Shaker. I mean, I could see AVULUS try and rally something here. 5-on-4. He's got a TP outpost, actually, so yeah, not that great of a window.
And the tier 2 is already dead, so there goes that. They're just going to wait out the Aegis, I guess. 2 minutes left on that one. Orchid placed onto the puck. A Fissure that goes wrong. Coil grabs Zibe. He rolls up and dodges some of the damage. That's pretty nicely played, but he can't get away. He goes for a TP out.
In the base until he dies.
You are like cursing them, man. Like he completed his TP and still died.
I mean, who could have predicted that?
Obviously not you.
It's just it's a bit, Austin. You know, it's a bit.
It's a bit. It's a bit, right. That's what Kyle always said.
Well, I mean, that guy was actually wrong, though.
Okay. Whoa! A harpoon drag from across the screen. PARIVISION, they're just, even if they're not getting kills on AVULUS, they're kicking back to base over and over again. They
get a lot.
Hold a large share of the map.
I guess TA's ahead of the Alk, so that's not a good sign if you're an AVULUS fan here.
Well, it was last pick.
Last pick TA, yeah.
On one of those heroes.
Last pick TA. Oh, little Wisdom Rune steal. That's a nice little juice. Juice in the bottle. I still think the team fight is doable. Like, it's very doable here. If you just get a Blink Lasso, drag people into the Alchemist, you throw Frost Shield on him. I still think he's pretty strong. We just haven't seen it. I don't think we've seen it once, actually, except for the really early game.
Yeah.
And generally, Alec is a hero you want to fight around. This is a hero that can join a lot of stuff, be really active, use almost every one of his item timings. They have the Orchids. Like you had double Orchid, and this puck got the BKB without really having to take a single team fight in.
Yeah.
There's no way that feels good. Now
This Aghanim Scepter is not going to do you any good when you get coiled.
Yeah, that's another problem. You need BKB on the Shaker to make the Ags really work. I don't know. It's felt very clunky here. Not seeing a lot of openings. Gotta get something cooking soon. Eki wants to set up bottom on the Ench. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay pickoff you can grab. They're going to ward for it. Not the worst.
The word setting up on the Ench. Even if you succeeded. Does it change anything? They can get all the way to stall this game out to Smiling Knight getting AC, then maybe, but the current window looks really bad. You've got a Chrysalis on Satanic with level 20, so his meld minus 11 armor. You complete that Daedalus, you're talking about, just casually 2 or 3 shotting heroes.
AC on the Alk plus BKB on the Shaker, I think, is your next window here.
Yeah.
You're going to have to give a lot to PARIVISION in the meantime.
Maybe they could take a fight right now while Satanic is in here.
A little with D-Ward.
Another TP ward, and yeah, the TP coming. Oh, he got him on the harpoon, pulls him back in. Still, though, trying to get a force staff, a little bit of distance. The coil's going to lock him in once again. The Chain Frost goes out, the Echo Slam as well, but the BKB from no one protects him from any of this magic damage. He'll survive through it all. Pull back there on the Pugna. They do manage to get one. Nice blink away before the damage can touch him. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is right in the middle of all these heroes and hasn't been able to hit anything. Hey, 3 heroes stunned by the unstable concoction. That's
I genuinely did not see him hit a hero once.
That's a bad sign.
He was just running around. Everybody ran to, disappeared. Incredibly awkward fight for him.
And a high ground push at 26 minutes. Not even waiting to have an Aegis again. PARIVISION, they sense weakness, and they will punish that weakness. They'll take a lane of barracks. AVULUS seemingly can do nothing to stop them.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Get the melee at least.
This just feels very passive, very indecisive from AVULUS, and PARIVISION are taking advantage of it. And this is a really good team. You can't just wait around for the opportunities to come to you, right? You have to make decisive moves and take them.
Yeah.
This is another fight where like the TA's TPing in, you get Harpoon, and everything here is just kind of trying to bail out the situation. You're going on a lot of targets. You're going on Pugna with the Rolling Thunder. Alex stuns himself.
Oh.
Then he runs down here. Can't hit the Ench. Can't hit that guy. He's dragged on the cliff. Can't hit the Abaddon. He's ulted. Can't hit the puck because he's phase shifted. And then he's down. He's like, man, this fight sucks.
Nothing.
That's what I told you.
Oh my God.
Like, this fight's awful. Team, what the hell happened? They lost their barracks to a creep. Yeah, it's just not syncing up today, man. Sometimes you just have off days. This might be one of them here. PARIVISION taking full advantage of it.
Did you ever have an off day like that?
A couple of years, yeah. I had an off career. So
Yeah, I see.
happens to the best of us, you know.
Maybe next life.
Okay, blink for the Pango. Helps a little bit. You have multiple initiation sources now. I mean, you got to take Pugna out of the fight. You got to somehow find this puck with some lockdown and then focus the TA.
Well, my class is going to bail right into him.
Not the easiest kill, to be honest.
Yeah,
okay.
they can still get it before PARIVISION is here to punish. So PARIVISION, they'll start back away. Wait.
Going in.
Okay, go for the Lich since he was close enough for a Harpoon action. Eki and Smiling Knight try and make their initiation, but they miss. The blink back and away. And now the Chemical Rage has been used for nothing, and Satanic.
Good lasso.
Good lasso. No one gets off the phase shift. Stormstormer goes in. Echo Slam hits on 3. That's not too bad. DM's going to jump to the other side with the Harpoon, pulling himself forward. No one is able to get away to the other side. And despite all the success of the Earthshaker,
Smiling Knight.
none of it was good enough for the win.
Wants to go back in.
Oh, maybe they can still get to... Oh, DM still had his ultimate. Yeah, he never used that.
And Rage is out now.
Yeah, he is slowed down to a crawl. Zibe, you don't have Rolling Thunder to really help him out. All you could do is try and fight the Templar Assassin, but he just does way too much damage. Satanic will easily win the fight against 2.
I mean, that was kind of close, but there was just no point in that fight where all the cores on the same target. Again, you're trying to go on the backline and deal with the Pugna while the Alex fighting out. Seneko making big plays here, though.
I got one.
Okay.
Make a run for it, Seneko. Keep that gem. Oh, might have been baited in. Stormstormer tries to take advantage of it and goes for no one, and he gets him.
Hashtag worth.
Very worth, especially if, again, the gem can be brought back to the base.
Yeah, I think he got it out of here.
Yep, got into the courier's hands. Now he goes back in, unafraid of death.
Seneko making some moves out here. Some decisiveness coming out from AVULUS.
Says, if you guys won't make it happen, I will.
Bow to your lord.
Another very awkward exchange, though, as PARIVISION continue to capitalize on the chaoticness in these fights. And it's all Satanic, man. He is just dealing the deeps, getting the Deso charges, full Daedalus done, Enchanted Quiver on top of it. That first hit is going to hit hard. He's almost level 25 already. He is just running down mid. Okay, that was close.
I mean, to be fair, if he's got refraction up, it is really difficult for them to...
I mean, he gets lassoed there, he's dead.
Yeah, but he's 16 years old or whatever. He's got the reaction speed. Ain't no way Eki hits him with a lasso before he blinks back.
I mean, how old's Eki?
He's 20 years old. He's past his prime.
It's not like he's 35.
He's an esports old at this point.
Oh,
Zibe is already taking so much damage for the Templar Assassin. He can only keep this Rolling Thunder going for so long. No one just commits his BKB to assault the backline. They know this fight is over.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Not at all.
Another fight again where your two big cores just never enter it. Maybe just not expecting everybody to be there, but...
Miscommunication, dysfunction.
Yeah, it's not
just continues for AVULUS.
It's not good. Now you're about to have another Aegis on this Templar Assassin. That is a game ender if you cannot rally some sort of high ground defense. You're looking for the BKB on the Shaker. You're looking for...
The AC is done for Smiling Knight. Now he wants like Nullifier or something. Same thing as Zibe.
It's just these items with the position you're in are not going to change much. You're going to have to win the fight off the back of the Shaker and the Bat. And if PARIVISION position well, if they don't clump, they just fight around like a Pugna ward with the Abaddon shielding the TA if he needs it.
Yeah.
It looks like a solid high ground. Looking for a Satanic up here. I don't know if you want that guy though.
Yeah, he had traps. He knew what was going on. In fact, Stormstormer almost gets caught on one of those traps.
He still doesn't have that BKB. I mean, you got to sell one bottle here or something to finish it up.
Maybe he can kill this wave that's coming in. Blink Dagger is a big pickup for the Lich because now they have some magic damage threat. Maybe he can jump to like Ducalis.
They have that Nullifier too, so don't have to worry about the Decrep. Could maybe Blink pull Chain Stun off of Lasso too, though that can be a little tricky.
Oh, Stormstormer, you can't stay out here for long. I think he knows that too. He's trying to keep moving. If he goes too far though, he's now under ward. Clears out this wave. Does he stick around? Does he try and cut more? No, he immediately TPs, and that's a good call. So he's got the BKB finally.
All right, that gives you some hopium here. Copium, some hopium.
Don't really think you want to start on the Abaddon too much. That's Chemical Rage on cooldown. So... doesn't feel great.
I almost wonder if you want Silver Edge Bloodthorn at some point in this game, so you can go on to Abaddon.
Sure, if we can actually get to that point, I'm down with it.
I mean, you got to plan for something, right?
Sure, yeah.
The more targets you can give yourself that are easy jumps, the better this game's going to feel. Because the problem right now is it's just not easy to find a target and go on them. The Puck, you're never going to see. The Abaddon, you can't go on. TA is hiding behind traps and refraction. And this is a lineup that's kind of built around you have to jump somebody and chain stun them and bring them down, either with the Shaker, the Bat, or the Owl. So the more options you give yourself in that department, the more chance you have to come back here. As PARIVISION continue to build and build a lead, man, they are farming so much of the map. The TA is not even here.
Smoke's going to break on DM. I mean, they can see him. Oh, no, they blinked right as they got silenced.
This is slow.
Yeah, DM is just walking it off. Look at it, he even used the harpoon on the neutral creeps just to get that extra bit of movement.
Coming.
The ultimate is still up, and the Templar Assassin, your doom is nigh. AVULUS, you must get out now. He does manage to get the grab on him, yes, but again, Satanic has the Aegis. Is it even worth focusing on him right now? They're trying to kill Satanic, and I might be able to do it, but their backline is just being destroyed. Stormstormer has to use a BKB to get away from an Enchantress. Zibe still dies. They couldn't finish off the Aegis.
They got the Puck. But yeah, another very chaotic fight that just starts with you running into a Abaddon and not having good options versus him. Satanic gets to do whatever he wants with the second life to back him up here. Level 25 online, has the extra meld bash.
Yeah, if they killed him, he slots in his BKB for the second life, and he's gold.
Yeah, you can't hide from these traps. Let's see what they can muster here.
They still have Echo Slam. Oh, okay, that hit to Ducalis. He could if he could
man.
jump in an Echo, that would kill Takalis at least. And if he doesn't jump into... Okay!
Radiant's top barracks are under
Oh, he just jumped on the shaker.
Oh, he did.
It's
All
over.
right,
Yeah, it's
AVULUS,
done.
just call it quits now, guys. We have seen better days from this team, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was not clicking today at all. I think they had a lot more promise in it for Ramsey's team. Whatever. I don't know what that means.
I told you there was beef.
What does Ramsey's have to do with any of this?
I mean, Ramsey's on a team with Seneko.
Yeah, I guess it's some inner
Some old
CIS
beef going on there.
Yeah, just not AVULUS' day. We've definitely seen better from this team. I think they know they can play better than what they've showed in this game, but props to PARIVISION, getting the 2-0 here.
middle tower.
Looking solid. Beating a last pick Alchemist. Making it look easy.
Incredible.
Middle tower has fallen.
So we all know how powerful a last pick Alchemist
I mean,
can be.
it's strong. Don't underestimate it.
I'm not sure what
He's just blinking into
AVULUS
the
is
roll.
doing right now. Like, fight it out to the bitter end, I guess.
I like how they, at the last second, showed the Aegis net worth difference gain. 16,000. Like, you really... production really had to